I don't know what's going on, good people. Just hold on one tight. I know you can hear my voice, but the video not playing. What's going on with that? Maybe that'll work. Ha! That's so funny. When I do things is, you know what? You get everything kind of set up, and you be like, ha! I'm ready to go. And then it says, I'm laughing at these comments because they're so funny. What's going on, good people? It's your boy, Gaming Dad, and we back for another Monday. Happy Monday to everybody out there. Happy Martin Luther King birthday. Giving a shout out on this wonderful holiday. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Man, I was early, but then I got this phone call, and this wonderful young lady that I'm getting ready to take some pictures for her at our wedding. She called me maybe a half an hour before the show. When I say she took up every bit of that half an hour, every bit of it was taken up. Let me get my glasses back. I gotta sit back some, so I'm gonna be all the green screen in my face. What's going on? Let's get into the comments real quick and get people. I already got quite a few people. Look at Basil YT in the building. What's going on with you? Who's like, yo, what's going on? Vic, man, what's going on, man? Vic, I sent out that statue, man, or that action figure, and you should get it. Hopefully, within this week. You should have got it by now. But if you have not, let me know. I'll send you the tracking number. But we can get Basil YT on the board. Now, Basil YT, what do YT stand for? I need to know. My boy, Gorilla Tactics in the building. Say, you're not the first. The lag just made you think you're the first. I'm actually the first. Oh, that's so funny. Well, man, welcome, man. How y'all doing today? You know what? Every time I stream, man, especially on Mondays, man, it's like they kind of time it in my family. You know what? They say, hey, you know what? If you're gonna stream, then you know what? We're gonna go ahead and eat this dinner. And so I always get cold dinner on Mondays. And it smells so delicious, but I had to go steal me a couple of those French fries. Vic is in the building, though. Vic says, what up, you guys? Glad to be here for another great stream. Yes, sir. Is it Laggy Dude a bot? I don't know what that YH is from. What's that YH? Well, Laggy Dude, I'm putting you on the board anyway. Got you on the board. Almost there. Oh, okay, good. Okay, good. What's going on, Laggy? How you doing, man? He said, where is the pink controller at? That's right. He been coming kind of late these last couple of days. He said, always good to see the same usual people every week. Laggy Dude needs to chill. Don't worry, Laggy Dude, man. Listen, relax, man. We got you. He said, Steve M says, I'm watching football and watching for Packers players on Twitch playing Call of Duty tonight. Just stopping by to say what up. What's going on, Stevie M? I'm glad you stopped by to say what up. Got you on the board. Where's CM Stadium? Oh, man, where's CM Stadium? That is funny. Golly. Man, I need to back off my boy, man. He doing his thing, man. That's my guy right there, man. Yeah. CM can't spell Google without the G. CMG. CM Google. That's funny. Now, that's a name. Call yourself CM Google. They got that bootleg Spectrum Internet. Green Bay. Right now, their stream went down there. That's funny. How was your life? Well, my life right now is going good. I can't complain. Complaining wouldn't do that anyway. Gaming Dad, what is the 2021? What in 2021 had the most replay value? Question kind of goes for everyone. Oh, man. That's a hard one, man. Oh, man. I don't know. I guess for me, because I play it so much, it's probably 2K. 2K got a lot of replay value. I'm trying to think of any other game that wasn't 2K. Towards the end of 2021, Death's Door was a pretty good one to go back to. I think. I guess I would say Metroid as well, but I would probably say 2K. 2K, man, I was going way back. YT, okay, YouTube. That's what it stands for. All right, that's good. So YT stands for YouTube. All right, that's good to know. See, I was like, man, what does YT stand for? Shimagete had the most replay value for me, but Monster Hunter Rise is a good one too. Yeah, Monster Hunter, I did play quite a bit of Monster Hunter, but I just wasn't that good at it. Oh, Steve, I don't got Laggy said. Laggy do say I'm not a bot. All right, good. Very good. Excellente. Excelente. I'm so glad you're not a bot, because if you was, I had to say. Cause you know what? Bots come in here quite often, especially the last maybe a month or so. So I'll be trying to eliminate them. But Laggy Dude is not a bot. I salute you. Let me loose to the Laggy bot dude. His whole like doggy Kong. I don't know. Sound sucks. Hey, does my sound suck? Check 1 2. What about that? I hope that made it a little better. Everyone knows it's Dead by Daylight for me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I play Dead by Daylight with my wife all the time. Dead by Daylight is pretty good. I'm glad I picked it up on the Switch. I just haven't get back to it yet. I learned today that also Jim Carrey and Betty White's birthday. Oh, I didn't know that. Good old Miss Old good old Bayway. Thank you for being a friend. You sound fine, Gaming Dad. Good. All right, good. Very good. If I'm too loud, I can't really tell if I'm clipping or not, because my little system don't show me if I'm clipping. But if you guys feel like I'm a little too loud, just let me know. I'll tone it down. All right, good people. Let's say, hey, 17 minutes into it. So yeah, man, I have to go upstairs, man, and snag me some of these French fries, man, because if not, man, I go up there and then one, if I get French fries, by the time the show is over, them bad boys is hard. Second of all, they're gone, and then they just leave me like the last little bit. Or that bot sounds. He said he's not a bot. Laggy Dude is not a bot. Laggy Dude's been on here before, that I remember. I'm sorry. I'm smacking. I was so hungry. I was trying to eat before the stream, but I wasn't expecting to be on a call for half an hour. But gaming news wise, it's been kind of sucky, man. I'm kind of just waiting to see when Nintendo's going ahead and drop this megaton bomb. Fries are from BK or McDonald's. No, you listen. The fries are from Walmart. My wife cooked some crinkle fries. Bots are not denying their bots. Bots are not denying their bots. Never got more fans. That's funny. Got the green teeth in the mouth. Check out the green teeth. I brushed my teeth today. All right. Vic says fries are from BK or McDonald's. CT in the building. What's going on, CT? Gaming Bill's been whacked. Yeah, it's been a lot of whack. You know what? You know what's bad when all of a sudden you get like a bunch of editorials from a lot of different YouTubers. Cause they just trying to stay current. Like, what do you think about this? So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do one too. But yeah, gaming news has been really, really, really on a download. So if you come to man, to hear some great news, you probably not. But you probably get some good news though. I think the first, matter of fact, I just read today, the first shipments of the Steam Deck is heading out next week. Not next week, the beginning of next month. See, team, get you on the board. Representing the Shy. CT, man, I got a good question, man. How old are you? I'm gonna ask. I'm curious because you know what? Then I know how I want to gauge this next conversation. Are you old enough to grow up in the Chicago Bulls era where Michael Jordan was in the city? I bet you it was crazy to live in Chicago during them years. Bazwati said, happy I got Snow Runners on the Switch. I find it really fun to play. Weirdly fun. You got to explain that one to me. Chicago watching in the building. God of War launched on the PC and Sony released a damn good port. That's what they say. I've been watching a lot of different YouTubers respond to the PC port, and even Digital Foundry's review of it was pretty good as well. The G4 thing was kind of unnecessary. Just keep it to games. Oh yeah, you know what? I agree, man. I started to watch a little bit of that, man. I'm just like, yeah. You know what? This is not what I remember. You know what? Back in the day, man, you remember G4, man. X-Play, man. It was just about, game. They hit you with a bunch of game, bunch of news, no fluff. I feel like this new go around is a little bit too much fluff. Legit, Kratos hates his son. Don't be sorry. Be better. And listen, I love his voice. Don't be sorry. Be better. Come here, boy. The child's going to have daddy issues. Yeah, I think in this next one he is, for sure. That's called tough love. 52, been gaming all my life. Hey, man, listen. I'm just talking from a basketball perspective, man. Because, listen, hey, I'm a Detroit fan. Lived in Detroit during the era of the Bad Boys, loved it. But I can only imagine how it was when growing up in Chicago with Chicago Bulls just dominating the league and having an opportunity to go see Mike live. Like, that's something like I never got to do. Because every time Michael Jordan game came to Detroit, man, the tickets was like crazy expensive. So that's called Asian parody. Give Kratos an Asian accent and tell me I'm wrong. That's funny. G4 used to be so good back. Now it's whack. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Right. Guerrilla Tactics is funny, man. I'm telling you, man. Listen, it's your own channel is calling your name. I would so support that. I would so be about that if you had your own channel. Because that's funny. Yeah. All right, good people. Listen, a couple of things I want to talk about today, man, is that I'm getting ready to do this new video, and the video is going to be games that should be on the Switch, like games that like legit should. So I'm trying to compile that list. So if I figure out like if I'm gonna take it to anybody first, I'm gonna take it to my people, and I kind of know my people been gaming, for a long time, went through different cycles. So there's certain games, man, that legit should be on the Switch. And I'm gonna give you my top 5. My top 5, first of all, I'm gonna start off with number 1. Number 1 should be Madden. Madden should be on the Switch. It should have been on the Switch 2 or 3 years ago. For that to not be on there is a catastrophe. You have games like Warface that do the Call of Duty experience very well, but Call of Duty should be legit on the Switch. Okay. Hold on, let me get to some of these comments. Well, let me finish my statement. So, let's see. Okay, so you got number 1 was Madden. Number 2, Call of Duty. Number 3, this is gonna come out of left field, but it's a game that I don't understand why it isn't it on Switch. It's Castlevania Symphony of the Night, another game that should be on the Switch. Like, come on, man, what are y'all doing? Number 4, the Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, 3, and Peacemaker. Should all be on that collection. Should have been on the Switch. I don't understand why that's not there, but that's one I was like, man, you guys really don't want to make no money. Oh man, what was my 4th one? I got a ton of them. I think my probably my 5th one rather. It's gonna be Star Fox Zero. I don't understand why that game is not. They ported everything else from Wii U. You got to bring that transition over onto the Wii U, and of course it can be some more. Number 6 will probably be Wii Sports Resort. Like you got motion controls onto a system. You got 100 million people, and I probably a good 10 to 20 million of those people are probably families that would love an opportunity to have Wii Sports Resort. You know, when people came in during the holiday breaks, man, and bought Just Dance, tons. People was buying systems and was buying Just Dance. I was like, why are you buying this game? I thought that Just Dance thing was a fad and it was over with, but they were still buying them. So, oh man, listen, I'm looking at the comments. Let's go through them real quick. So funny. He said YouTube would kick me off the platform within a week if I had my own channel. Nah, man, you be believing that people be dying laughing at your content. He said, we need Gorilla Tactic TV. Hey, man, I would be all about that. Matter of fact, I would be a guest on there. I wouldn't even mind being the butt of some of the jokes. Laggy Dude said, I miss old YouTube. Yeah, before they became so, so sensitive. Let's see. Chicago is really a football city. No disrespect to the Bulls, but we love football more. God almighty. I would think with MJ in the same city. Man, you know what? Listen, I would say Detroit is definitely more of a basketball city. I think basketball and hockey more than anything else. The Lions, boy, I think we love all our sports, but man, if the Lions ever win one, buddy, whoo, they're gonna burn that whole city down. The whole city. I'm gonna make sure I'm in the city when that happens, so I can watch it and get my little camera out and start recording. Snitching, so I was playing. Vic says if Call of Duty was on the DS and the Wii, we could have had the very least a get called at Vic. I said the exact same thing. I said, why isn't Call of Duty Mobile at least on the Switch? I would be all about that. And believe it or not, there will be millions of people that would pick that up with no hesitation. No hesitation. I mean, I just don't understand that. I look at that like, man, this is another reason to say, you know what, man, I love my Switch, but I wish these games were on there. Konami is the reason Castlevania isn't on the Switch. They don't even make games anymore. I know, man, they kind of suck. But I think they do make games. Remember that one game we got? It was like it might have been at an indie presentation last year. But it was that one game they had that it was supposed to be showing off, but it would look pretty good. But it is what it is. I never bought a Wii U. What? But from what I see, Nintendo kind of went all out with the virtual console. Would love to have it on the Switch. Yeah, you know what? Speaking of that comment, I was watching Switch Force, and he was talking about Emily Rogers' comment about the current state of Nintendo Online is, is currently reasonably priced. I still kind of beg or differ on that one. I Switch Force, saying, of course, he rode the bandwagon of, Emily Rogers was kind of right. That the only issue Nintendo had was how they rolled it out. Yes, one, it was a problem with how they rolled it out, but the virtual console, what made it great is that I didn't have to sit through the fluff. I didn't have to take games that I really don't care about. Games that I wanted, I bought, and it was on the system. Matter of fact, the virtual console is the clear reason why I still own my Wii U. That I still have it. That, and also the digital version, I got Wind Waker for free. So I forgot how, but I got it for free, and that's on my Wii U. And I was like, I'm not selling it back because certain games is on there that you can't get anywhere else. And I said, now they done closed the virtual console down. So what you gonna buy it? What you gonna play it on? Well, I still got it on my Wii U. So I think the Wii U was definitely underrated. I think it was a better system. A lot of people got opportunity to. You know what? My thing, Vic, one thing you probably missed out on was Nintendo Land. And that's probably another game that should be on the Switch. But Nintendo Land, man, was, man, you talking about good? That game was that game right there, buddy. Those many games were games that they could have had their own full game without a shadow of a doubt. Gorilla Dad, Gaming Dad, Just Dance Stream, let's go. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Baz Wati said, number 1, Mad. Number 2, MLB The Show. You know what? There was rumors that was coming, but it didn't come. It's like, you know what, man, come on. Resident Evil 2 and 3. Okay, I mean, don't get me wrong. I see that. PUBG for sure. I was like, man, the games to me is like, you know what? I felt like there wasn't any barrier. It's like, man, if you got Fortnite running as fantastic as it does on the Switch, PUBG should have been, at another day one experience. Uh, Hitman series, yeah. You know what? They could have. To me, they could have went back and did Hitman 1 and Hitman 2 with no problem. I don't understand why that would have been an issue. I mean, you got a pretty good 5, but Madden, man, to me is always be my number 1 because of the fact that it's so easy for the make. He said my second favorite team is the Packers. Man, how dare you? How could you be a Chicago fan and the Packers fan? That's all right. Low key, I'm a Packer fan as well. You know what? I'm not a Packer fan. Let me tell you that. But I am a Brett Favre fan. I think Brett Favre is one of my favorite quarterbacks of all time. Listen, that's saying something. At first it was like, I grew up watching Joe Montana, and I thought Joe Montana was the stuff, and then Brett Favre came around. I was like, golly, this guy, man. This guy is my type of quarterback, man. He's gutsy. And then, you know what? We drafted Matthew Stafford. And I was like, man, if anybody in modern day that's close to Brett Favre, it's going to be Matthew Stafford, man. Gutsy, tough. I love them types of quarterbacks. Vic says, I think Nintendo expansion pack is lacking Nintendo exclusive games. There are plenty of them that exist. You know what? Exactly. More than that, though. I think if you took all the games, especially with the expansion pack, you took strictly the 64. It's not. I mean, it's probably about. It's some games on there that I gotta say that I was like I didn't care for and I have not played or even attempted to play. What I'm also upset about the expansion pack is that they really kind of forgot about the Super Nintendo and the regular Nintendo and releasing games for them. It's like they kind of just like, well, we get the expansion pack now, so why waste our time? And so to me, that's a little disappointing. It's like, you know what, we should have that. There's so many Super NES and NES games that can be ported over that still are pretty good, pretty decent, that we should have access to, but we do not. So all these games being mentioned, I'm just not here wishing for Nintendogs. Yeah, man, I'll pass on Nintendogs all day, every day. Shane, what's going on, man? How's the baby, man? The family? I bet that baby. The next time we hear that baby gonna be Shane gonna be putting that baby through college. What's going on, man? I don't know about you guys, man, but your boy Gaming Dad has 5 kids. To be honest, I have 6, but my daughter passed, so I have 6 kids, man. And so, but I tell you, man, I love them, every last one of them. I enjoyed making them. I enjoyed raising them bad boys, especially when they was young, man. It's like right now, this is the hard stage of parenting because they're teenagers, and so, you got to deal with these teenage ideologies and these teenagers being persuaded to do dumb stuff. And so, we deal with those issues, and kids and their hormones and liking girls and being introduced to stuff that you didn't introduce them to. And so this to me, this is the butt. I don't like being a teenage father because I'm always like rah rah rah. But when it was small, it was easy. You could be rah rah rah. Come here, I love you. And so I be trying to go back to that old day with my older kids. They be like, get off me, So. But I love to hear. I got on that story because some of you guys are parents, and so, and I love to see when you get new babies and stuff like that. So it'd be great. All right, Packers is going to have their hands full Sunday, but I think they'll beat the Niners. I ain't lying, man. I'm picking the Niners. I'm picking the Niners, man. Them guys is playing pretty good right now. But if the Packers win, to me, listen, I might be wrong. This is how my approach is with sports. If my team's not in it, man, I don't care. I'll watch it if I want to. If I get a game, I'll watch it. But I'm like, oh, man, I got to go home, man, and catch this national championship game between Alabama and Georgia. Man, I don't care. It ain't Michigan and Alabama. So I don't care. I was done. Done, son. It ain't my team, man. I don't care about nobody else. I'll support you, rah, rah, rah. But that's it, man. I'm not. My Pistons is terrible right now, but they growing. They a young team. So I'll chime in and watch them every now and then because I like I like basketball probably more than anything else. But Man, the Lions. Oh man, listen, I have not watched the Lions game this year, and wasn't going to. It's like, man, after the start, I was like, oh, this is another year. It says if Dying Light and Doom and Witcher play well on the Switch, man, I think any game can release on the Switch. I agree. He said it's just up to whoever is willing to port it. And you know what? I think a lot of these companies, man, are looking for the quick fix, the quick money maker. And you could tell from this, you could tell from how these companies are gravitating to these NFTs. You know, they looking for the bag real quick, but no one's really to put the work in like Capcom did with Monster Hunter. Like if you play Monster Hunter, man, that's a good game, man. That's a good looking game, good performing game. It's like if companies took that kind of time to dig into the Switch and optimize their ports properly, they'll get a better result, and more people will be wanting to spend that money for their games. But when they're poorly, we get the Grand Theft Auto treatment. It's like, man, like come on, man, with that. So yeah, I totally agree. Especially Dying Light and Doom Eternal, man. The Witcher, man, all those games, man, run phenomenal on the Switch. Great experience, saying, yes, it's not quite the graphical powerhouse of a PS5, but man, I have no issues playing handheld mode with none of those games. Almost any game could run on the Switch as long as time and money invested to it is ported competently. I agree, man. At the end of the day, man, that's what it is. It's like these companies, man, they put their focus on next gen because, of course, you look at technology. Technology is constantly evolving, and so no one wants to take time to put that kind of money into the Switch. But you can't ignore a system that has 100 million people playing a system. You can't ignore that. Can't ignore that. Just like Sony, rumor has it that Sony is making more PS4s because people can't, get a hold of PS5s. People, you listen. You have a system that has over 100 million people. Of course, you're gonna have a PS4 version, a PS5 version, unless Sony gonna kick out some money. Konami should bring Pro Evo Soccer to the Switch as FIFA is a legacy edition. You know what? If Konami was smart, they would recognize that what you just said and say this is our opportunity to get in and take advantage. And they you know what? And people will probably gravitate and buy for it. But I think at the end of the day, I don't know about the licensings for that. Oh, the baby is good. Both him and his brother got tubes in their ears. Oh man, that's it. Once again, another sucky part. Hey Courtney, what's going on? Say, hey Gaming Dad, since It Takes Two won Game of the Year, could we see it coming to the Switch? Yes. Yes, absolutely. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I'm gonna go back to my original point. Is that you just cannot blink at 100 million people playing your game. You just can't. If you can figure out some way to downsize it where it was efficient and ran on the Switch, especially Switch being the more family-oriented system out of the three, absolutely. And I think Nintendo will welcome that, and I think I forget the guy's name, but I know he made that one game No Way Out, but he'll be a fool not to say, well, I'm just not going to bring that to the Switch. He'll be a fool too. So I'm betting it come. And matter of fact, I'm going to go out on a limb and say it comes out this holiday season. Has anyone here bought a cloud game on their Switch and enjoy it? Man, Vic and his wife with the questions. I'm going to start. Hell no. I have not. I have absolutely not. I'm sorry. I got to eat this French fry. I'm hungry. That's delicious. I'm hungry. But no, absolutely not. I'm not. I refuse to pay for a game that I do not have, that I can only play when I'm connected to Wi-Fi. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it until they. I'm absolutely not. I will pay for a digital game that I know is on my system that I can take with me, compared to paying for a game that, I mean, and I got pretty good internet, but that doesn't mean I want to sit tied to my house and play this game. No. Mm-mm. Hope somebody else had a better experience besides CMG. But great question, Vic. Grid Tactics says, I disagree with The Witcher playing well on the Switch. Oh, man, we going to butt heads because that game does play well. You must haven't played it in a long time. They've done updates to make that game a lot better. He said the Vaseline filter is strong on that game. It was in the beginning. It was on the beginning. And I did videos on The Witcher. But they have improved it. I mean, and I think, I forgot when the last update was out. But it's telling you. It's one of the games that I would definitely go back and look at. But it was strong at first. All right. She says, instead of taking a safety, Kyler Murray just threw a pick six from the end zone. But he good, though. Yeah, he threw that pick six, but he still. Yeah, I wish the Lions had him. even though the Lions they beat the Cardinals this year. I'm sure CMG has bought a cloud game or two. Vic says, it is just cloud gaming in general, or can the Switch not do cloud gaming well? Another good question. For me, it's just cloud gaming in general. I don't care if it was like the best experience. The mere fact I still got to be tied to my household, it's not what I bought the Switch for. If that's the case, especially if it's a game that I know I can get on my Xbox Series X or PS5, why would I pay for the cloud version on the Switch? But if the Switch was my only console and that was my only way to play video games, and my internet was good enough, then I would look at it. Ain't nothing like a French fry that has a bunch of ketchup on it. Basil Watiti said, I played Control demo. It played really good. Okay, so I agreed. I played Control demo, and probably out of everything I've played, Control and Guardians of the Galaxy played pretty well. I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy had a couple stutters here and there, but for the most part, the demo was pretty good and controlled really well. But I still was like, man, last time I looked, they still want $60 for that demo, for that game on the Switch, when I paid $24 during Black Friday. KP, what's going on, man, with you? So cloud gaming is a slippery slope, in my opinion. Hey, Caleb, man, first of all, man, thanks for coming out. Let me get you on the board. I'm sorry, people. I got to lick my fingers. If not, I have ketchup on all on my computer. Well, let me bring my wheel up. Oh, man, come on now. I'm gonna respond to Caleb in a hot second. All right, Caleb, got you on the board. Caleb, if you didn't know, man, we give out a free $10 eShop card every Monday night, and by you chiming in tonight, you are just entering yourself a win. But let me explain today. I've always said that. I always said that cloud gaming is a slippery slope, in my opinion, also because I'm of the era that I still like going out and buying physical games. I like having a spot like GameStop, no matter if some of the customer service is not the best. But I like being able to go to a GameStop and shop and look at the back of games and talk to other employees who might have played it, things of that nature. And I don't want to dig into an all digital system. I want to fight. I want to fight it as much as I can. That's why I really only buy digital games when I absolutely have to. Like the Company Man is getting ready to come out, and I pre-ordered that, and that game looks up my right up my alley. I was like, I'm gonna pick this game up. But if we go cloud gaming, man, it's just too tied to an infrastructure that is not thoroughly prepared for that kind of unique, consistent gameplay. I don't believe we have the structure, and I want if I'm going to buy anything, I'm going to buy something that I can have with me and take with me all the time. That's why I think at the end of the day we're going to look back, at the Switch, as long as they stay with a concept that has cartridges and it's going to be definitely a collector's gaming, because once they go all digital or call cloud or some stupid stuff like that, because I think that's the direction it's going. People are going to miss that ability to pop a cartridge in. Servers go down, you can't play. Then what do we do? But great statement, Caleb. Steve M said, I heard Diablo 2 Remastered requires you to connect to the internet every 30 days. Oh, my goodness. Or it will lock you out of the game. That is crazy. It does it on the console, too. Man, I need to find out if that's true. Because, I thought about picking up Diablo 2 because I like Diablo 3. But if it's making me connect every 30 days, which wouldn't be a problem. But, once again, that is something, you got to stand for something. You stand for something, you'll fall for anything. I just stand for the fact, like, you know what, man, I don't want that kind of future for gaming. I mean, sure enough, if you want to play games, you have to, we're going to have to bend and submit. But if I can fight that battle as long as I can, I help them fight that battle. And I just, that's crazy. That'd be a game that I won't buy. If that game makes me connect every 30 days, I won't buy that. And it's going to make me question any other game coming from them studios. What's going on, Fi? How you doing? Let me get you on the board. Y'all show Fi some love in the chat. Oh, my goodness. Listen, my autocorrect, boy, I tell you, it would change everything up for me. Got you on the board. All right. Vic says, could you see, could you just use hotspot on your phone? Nintendo wants to use their app for chat. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I've tried to use my hotspot and it just wasn't a pleasant experience. Either way, until they make that experience seamless, where that data transfer is it's not a lot of data being transferred. They can somehow, I don't know how to work that out, but if that experience became seamless, then cloud gaming wouldn't be so much of a drag. But once again, I like to own my own game. So, with cloud gaming, you can't own. I can't go back and trade that cloud version in until they figure out an infrastructure when you can do that. No, I'm still against cloud gaming, and I'm gonna fight that battle. I won't purchase none. I'm a proponent against it. I would tell you, nope. There's better ways of using money. You're better off taking that same money that you're gonna pay for that cloud game and save it up and go get your a retro system and play some great games. If Madden was a cloud version, would you get it, Gaming Dad? No. That's an easy one. Nope. Nope. Like for instance, I came close to getting playing Madden Mobile, and I was like, nope. I tried it. It was like I was done. I was done. But I'm gonna tell you what I did pick up recently. I went on eBay and I found Madden 13 for the Vita. I got it for $12 on eBay. Now I hope when that game gets here, it plays. If it plays, it's good. Now see, let me tell you a quick story. I had a quick story, real quick. And so my kids, one thing, when they do something that is wrong or they tear up something, they don't say nothing. they're going like life has never happened, like nothing was going on wrong. And so I saw my son's Vita, and I have the version 2 Vita with the LCD screen. I don't know what I was thinking, but I sold back my Vita with the OLED. But my son has the Vita with the OLED. And so I just saw it recently one day. I was like, you know what? Oh, man, let me play it for a minute. So he didn't say nothing to me. He did. He was like, oh, okay, you know, you can see that, no problem. I said, you got the power cord? So I said, yeah, I got the power cord. Now, this joker knew that the power cord was broken. He knew and didn't say nothing. I said, all right. So, once again, I'm plugging on that. Man, what's not charging? I figured it out. I can see that he didn't torque the power cord. So I goes and I order another power cord. But I haven't told him that. So if he's watching right now, he's probably like, oh. But yeah, I went and bought another power cord. And so now I have his Vita fully charged. And I was like, man, I want to play some Madden on the go. So I got his Vita right here, all nice and ready to go. And all the controls and stuff feel, he didn't tear it up. I mean, it's a little dirty. I probably can, wipe it down or something. But I picked up Madden for $12, and so I'm hoping that it come back and it plays well. Because if so, that's gonna be my Madden fix right now. That's gonna be I'll play Madden 13, and I think Madden 13 still got Megatron on there, so I'll be playing with the Lions, throwing it up to Megatron. That's how I'm gonna do it. That's gonna be my Madden fix until EA Sports figure it out. He said, CMG is about to push you down that slippery slope, Caleb. Watch yourself. Oh man. So Caleb, another YouTuber, CMG's Charlie Man Gaming, he comes through all the time. He's a really good friend of the channel. And but he mainly streams Stadia games. Listen, I don't know too many people that do it, but I know he's one of them. And so we have fun, and I don't tease him, but Guerrilla Tactics, I'm snitching. Guerrilla Tactics, he be teasing him. That's so funny. He said, my guys wants to fight people for the copy of 2K22. It's part of that experience, right? Listen, I'm with that. I love going to like GameStop on launch nights. Like, I have really fond memories. I remember when another quick story, real quick. I remember when the Nintendo Wii and PS3 both came out. They both came out like 2 days apart. And so I stood in line a full 24 hours to get a voucher. I didn't even get the system because they only had they had like 10 systems and like 5 vouchers. So those 5 vouchers being like, at the first, when they came in, you was the first to get them in. All right. So of course I get there. I couldn't be like number 10, right? But I had to be like number 12. So I got a voucher. So I stayed in line for a voucher. But then 2 days later, what came out? The Wii. And so once again, I was back in line again, a whole another 24 hours, got in line for the Wii. And this time they had more Wiis. They had like 20 at this particular Walmart. And I was like 17. So I was in there, I got me one, and that's history. But I enjoyed the whole experience because they set the Walmart up really, really nice, man. Like, like you had to wait in the garden area. And so even though like this time, I'm in Michigan during this time. And so it's in the winter, so it's cold. But, they had heaters set up. And they had a big screen TV. People was playing like Madden. Other teams was like other TVs people was watching was like had movies. They set it up really, really nice. And but I had fond memories of that. I wouldn't take that back for the world. I remember when the Switch dropped. I went midnight, picked it up from Best Buy. I got pictures. I got video. I need to really put those videos together and put that out there. So I got videos with me and my kids, man. We're going to pick up Switches that night, man. And so like I can only pick up 2. Like I have 5 kids, right? And so they all wanted a Switch. And so they all cut back their Christmas so they can get a Switch. They're like, hey, Dad, you know what, man? No, Dad, I'll just take a Switch. That's all my kids. They're like, I'll just take a Switch. And so I had to buy 5 Switches on launch day. Crazy, right? But I made it happen. I was able to get 2 from Best Buy. I got 2 from this other GameStop, and then I got another from another GameStop. And so that first night, GameStop was closed. They didn't do a midnight, but Best Buy did. And so we was able to pick up 2 Switches. And so I got my 3 younger kids with me. So of course I got a first Switch. It is what it is. I'm buying them, right? But my kids, you know what? They had to do like rock, paper, scissors to see who got the first Switch out of those 3. Oh man, it was bad. We had 2 kids that was like sad. That was like, but my youngest son, he ended up getting it. But the next morning, I let my kids skip school. And I'm good at that. I let my kids skip school. And the next morning, we went and picked up the other Switches. And so they got their Switch the next morning. I let them stay home, play. I was like, nah, don't worry about no homework. Just play. And so they always talk about that too. It's a grid attack. To be honest, I like Stadia. Oh, I've been shocked. It does the same. It does the same for EA games. I had to log in when I didn't play them for a while. Okay, okay. But still, though, man, I don't even want that. I don't like that experience. I never seen a Stadia fan in my life, man. Give it a year or 2. I might be Google Tactics. Just waiting for COG to slide into my DMs. That's so funny. Ruben, what's going on, man? Grid Attack is funny, man. Just wanted to say that I have my Pokemon pre-ordered and Kirby also. The Nintendo Dash played the Kirby Man trailer. Looks great. Yeah, you know what? I did check out the Nintendo Dash one on that, man. That's why once I seen them play that, I was like, I seen the trailer, and then I was like, I'm with it. I'm definitely picking that one up. Well, remember, we're going to get you on the board, man. Let me get you in for the giveaway tonight. All right, got you. You on the board? Says also, my daughter called me Rubio all the time. I don't mind it. Okay, all right, good. I appreciate you. Benj, what's going on, my guy? He said, hello, everyone. It's been a while. I've been on. I hope all is well. I hope you all are well. Benj, what's going on, my brother? See, Benj don't have to deal with them COVID issues like we be dealing with at my school, man. They canceled school for a whole week because we had no enough teachers. All them teachers out with COVID. Now all of a sudden they changing strategy. They're letting teachers come back a little early if they got the COVID. I said, man, God almighty, man, we gotta take care of ourselves and wear a mask. It's just another experience. Funny. Oh, we got a bot in here. Another bot. All right. Fi says, to be honest, cloud gaming makes me feel like I don't own a game, even less than buying a digital copy, which at least you could trade or even gift to someone else. Listen, but that last part of your statement is like only on Steam. You know what? Can't wait till I get a Steam Deck. Got a bunch of stuff, that I hope, that I have pre-ordered this year that I'll get sometime this year. Steam Deck is one of them. Analog Pocket, I've ordered one of those. And I'll get them eventually this year, but it is what it is. But when I do get my Steam Deck, I'm gonna be it's certain games. I need to make a video deck. What games I'm going to buy day one that I've been buying already. I've bought I've been buying games. I don't even own Steam. I don't have a gaming PC, but I bought games already early because I'm like, I know which games I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna play as soon as my Steam Deck comes to me immediately. Whatever version of Madden is on there, I'm buying it day one. Whatever version of 2K is on it, I'm buying it because and I made sure I got the version with the fast SSD because I want to be able to after being spoiled with the Xbox and the PS5 and seeing how quick it is to get into games. It's hard. It's hard not to when I play 2K on my Switch, it's like it's a drag only because it takes so long to load up. I don't have them issues with the Xbox and PS5. That's why everybody show Ben some love. Ben just been MIA. He said, I ain't said no to story time. I gotta find out something, man. It's like every time I smile, man, like my teeth is glistening, but it looked like gaming dad teeth is green. But it ain't green. I just been eating these French fries, and it is French fry time. Man, I'm hungry. Good people, I should go ahead and just let me smash these last pieces of French fries. There's only like 2 left, but they covered in ketchup. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'm hungry. Gorilla Tactic says, I'm too old for this stuff. If I can't order it on Amazon, I ain't buying it. So Gorilla Tactics. So you try to tell me you're not gonna you gonna cancel your Steam Deck pre-order? Don't do that though. If you want to cancel it, talk to me first. You used yours before me. Okay. No more French fries. All gone. I'm sorry. Sorry, Benz. I'm hungry, dog. Ben says, what would you do for concert tickets? It depends on who's in concert. That's the question. I love music. I love football. I love sports. But I don't know. Yeah, you give me an example. Who would be in concert, or who would be, or what game I'm going to see? I know I should have a napkin around here, but I just wiped it on my pants. I'll change these pants later. All right. Vic says, do midnight releases still happen? They haven't. That's not since the pandemic. I think the last one I might have been to was 2K came out pre-pandemic, and I went to a GameStop that had 2K. That was the last one I've been to. That was pre-pandemic. Ooh, Black Ops 1, man. Now, yeah, of course I went to the Switch. They didn't even have one for like the PS5 and Xbox Series X. They didn't have one for that. I just had to go in the next morning and pick it up. Felt kind of whack. What's going on? Shout out to the gaming dads in the building. Tim is in the building. Tim, what happened to our Michigan Wolverines, man? They didn't even come to play that game. I think they was on a take. I think Michigan got paid some money and for them to throw that game. That was terrible. That was a terrible. I think at the beginning of the half, them first 3 turnovers, the beginning of the half, I was like, I'm done. Luckily, I got paid that night because I was DJing. But I was like, no, can't do that no more. Gorilla Tactic says, not the kind of freaky stuff I'll do for a Klondike bar. What would you do for a Klondike bar? Tell you, man, Gorilla Tactics, man, he funny, man. Gorilla Tactics, there's free-to-play games on Stadia. Steam Deck review. You talking about me? Whenever they ship it to me, I'm absolutely I'm gonna unbox it. I'm gonna review it. I'm gonna do everything. To me, if I'm gonna pay that kind of money for a Steam Deck, I might as well make content for it and try to recoup some of that money back, because that's an investment. But oh yeah, absolutely. You know what? It was one YouTuber. God, what is this guy's name? Heavyset guy. Got the glasses. He's something USA. I forget. I can't think to say that dude's. It's not coming to me right away. But he did a review of it's another gaming PC that cost like $1,300, which I'm not paying $1,300 for any piece of gaming equipment. Not even, well, maybe for a gaming PC, but that's maybe. But $1,300 for a handheld? Nah. When I know the Steam Deck is coming out, it's gonna be legit and it's gonna be based off Steam. Pass. But he did his, and you know what? he should return it, even from his own comments. If I'm gonna pay that kind of money, man, listen, I don't care. The joysticks were great, but the D-pad is terrible. It's like, come on, man. But I just tell you for sure, I'm definitely. I don't care. I don't care if I get at the end of the year. I'm still doing a Steam Deck review, playthrough, setup. I'm doing it all, the whole shebang. And for Analog Pocket, Steve M, man, you should go ahead, man, and like sell me your Analog Pocket. I'll keep my pre-order. I'll just give it back to you. I just want, matter of fact, I just want to borrow it for like a week. Just let me review it, and then I'll hand it back to you. Grizz said there are free to play games on my phone too. Doesn't mean they're good. Stated needs that GamePass model to pique my interest. Yep, I agree. If they had like a GamePass type experience on Stadia, it would probably sell a lot more. Brad YT says only games on my radar for the Switch this year is Evil Dead, the Evil Dead game. Yes, that's definitely on my schedule. But come on now, they got some other games on there now. I'm excited. Like, I don't know who I'm excited for Pokemon. I'm excited and scared at the same time because I like the kind of a new experience. If I can dig it, if I can get into it and it's not so, if it's not too cumbersome, I'll be all about that. So I'm excited for Pokemon. I got it pre-ordered, paid for. Gonna pick it up. Of course, the company man. I'm excited about that. Matter of fact, I pre-ordered that. I think that releases sometime this week. I'm trying to think what else I'm excited for. Horizon Forbidden West. I think that's gonna be a dope one. That's next month. It's a lot of good games next month, man. I'm telling you, the first 2 or 3 months, man, it's it's jam packed. Jam packed. Victor says put the black and yellow background on game that you got a grill. Right, you know what? You're absolutely right. Let's make that happen. Let's switch it back. Let's see if I can get back. Bam! I still got a grill. I think it's just the lights might be too bright. I got to have a position. I'm sitting kind of back. I usually don't sit this far back. But we back. We back with the black and gold, buddy. Or brown and gold. These are my high school colors. Doodle brown. All right, it says ASMR fry time. What is it? Oh yeah, listen, man. I was hungry, man. Like my wife, man, she makes these wonderful turkey burgers, man. They are so good, man. So good, man. I don't know how she makes it with it's like infused with like kale and feta cheese on sharp, and it's on sharp cheddar. Man, things is delicious. Delicious. But I got to get one later on. SOC, what's going on? Let me get you on the board. SOC is in the building. Vic says Evil Dead was a game I've been waiting for since the PS2. Yeah, Evil Dead is going to be good. I hate it. I wished it came out this year. It got delayed, but it is what it is. Delay season. SOC says, hey y'all, a little late today due to the dentist. Well, it looks all right. SOC, get that grill together. Grill Attacker says, damn, you got me. Oh, that one. Okay, I'm a hypocrite. But a hypocrite with a Steam Deck. That's funny. Let's see. Tim says the GameStop where I pre-ordered my Pokemon Arceus said they might do a midnight release for it since they got a ton of pre-orders for it. Oh, that would be dope. That would be dope. Yeah, that would be. I will be so about that. If at the GameStop where I'm at did a midnight, that'd be great. Let's see if I find a matter of fact, I'm gonna make some calls tomorrow. I'm glad you said that, Tim. Cause if I find another GameStop within my area that's gonna do it, I'll just cancel that pre-order and go get it somewhere else. Cause I want it at midnight. Looking forward to the Steam Deck. Waiting to play all of Valve's I mean, handheld, Left 4 Dead, Half-Life, Team Fortress, Portal, and Counter-Strike. Half-Life, I'm probably looking forward to. Left 4 Dead would be good. Team Fortress would also be good too. That was another one of my favorites. But no, I'm waiting for. I'm gonna play Halo. I hope it's, you know what, I hope they like do an app where I can just go. If I can do all my Game Pass games on there, I wouldn't need nothing else. That would be magical. If I can play all my Game Pass or PC Game Pass stuff on there. I would give me a PC Game Pass subscription. Or that's a good question. If you get, is that like a separate subscription? That's a good question. I don't know the answer to. If you have Game Pass on your Xbox, do you also need to get Game Pass on your PC? I know somebody within this chat know that answer. Help me out. Review Tech guy, yeah, Review Tech USA. Rich, that's right. I've been forgetting his name sometimes. Y'all heard the Kanye diss track. Who is he dissing? No SOC. Good. The type that can play Cyberpunk from the toilet. Right. Listen, Fi is there. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. Kenny from the A. What's going on, man? Let me get you on the board, Kenny. Kenny from the A. Said, what up, Dad? What I miss? Is PS3 coming to PS5? I guess we start talking about that. We have not started talking about it yet. We've kind of been going through. Right now, we're talking about the Steam Deck. But that topic is coming. But you know what? It's nothing official. It's just that, you know, Sony is other, I guess say, outlets are picking up on little moves that Sony is doing. That is that's kind of put them in a position where because there's a current rumor that they're going to have a form of Game Pass service. And I'm hoping like this will really get me on board if they have, you know, if I'm able to download PS3 games and play them natively to my PS5. And if there's certain games that, you know what, that you have not seen, but only on a PS3, like Metal Gear Solid 4, that I would be willing to, you know what, to dive into. So, yeah, so we're talking about that and which games would you really want to see? So we haven't got to that yet, but we're getting that real soon. We're still on the Steam Deck. KP, I can't wait for the Steam Deck. I managed to get 4 reserve, man. Caleb, man, what did you do, man? You must have had like a little bot system going on. I'm a little jelly, but I need to have you. We need to hook up, Caleb, because you got to hook up on these bots. Sure, you need to help me out. Cause I'll be neat. It's like, you know what, man? Like, I think I was so upset because, you know, before the Steam Deck, I should have started me a Steam account as soon as they announced the Steam Deck, but I waited to like 3 days before the pre-order. And so by me not having an account long enough, when I was ready to go, boop, I was ready. They was like, no, sorry, your account hasn't been activated long enough. I was so mad. And then just for them to wait maybe like an hour later to say you can go, they told me like at first they told me that I can pre-order tomorrow, the next day. Then like an hour later it was like, okay, you can pre-order. I was so mad, man. I'm so pissed. But man, 4 of those bad boys, golly, you win today. See, today is Michelle Obama's birthday too. That's a lot of famous people on one day. Yeah, true that. I think Martin Luther King's birthday is officially like the 18th, though. I think we just celebrate it tomorrow. Bring me Joy-Con. What's going on, man? Love the name. But hey, man, Bring me Joy-Con, man. By you chiming in tonight, man, let me go ahead and get you on the board, man. We give out a free Nintendo eShop card every Monday night. And by you jumping in tonight, you are on there. I love the name. Bring me Joy-Con. Just don't bring me one with the drift. Doo-doo. So I thought they didn't do midnight releases anymore, especially in COVID times. Yeah, that was the reasoning for the GameStop I was working at over the Christmas break. They say, oh, because of COVID, blah blah blah. But you know what? Game people like GameStop, man, they need to make money, so they need to go back to having it. They can just have some COVID protocols in place. They can still have a midnight release. That I'm excited for Pokemon, but nervous. It won't live up to the hype that Sword and Shield. I know. We were just talking about that earlier. Like I'm optimistically nervous about the new Pokemon. I think it's gonna be if it pans out like I think I have it in my head. I think it's gonna be good. But once again, it's like, man, you just don't know. You just don't know. But I'm with Steve on this next comment. Steve was like, listen, I am excited for the new Kirby game. Yes, I listen, you and I both. And I think, they released the file size for that Kirby game. I think it's like 5.6 gigs, which is great. No, 5.8. I think it's 5.8 gigs. Which is a good little size. Yeah, I'm excited for Kirby. How can I say? I wouldn't say that. I was going to say that out of all the Nintendo games, I'm probably most excited about it, but I forgot Splatoon is coming sooner than later. So I'm excited. I'm just really excited to see this new Direct. But back to Kenny's statement, yeah, man, I am excited about Pokemon too. I got a vision in my head, and I just hope that it's close to that vision. And Stevie, of course, man, Kirby looks phenomenal. Every time I go back and watch that trailer, man, it's like, yeah, I gotta get into this. Biz, what did Biz say? Said Biz is sort of a Kim and dang, you can't make a song dissing your ex-wife. I was like, man, if your wife don't want to be with you, man, just, let what it is, but fight for your kids. So I'm all in favor of that. I didn't either. Maybe he was trying to hype me up. I'm excited for Metroid Prime 4, but I think it won't see the release in this lifetime. You know what? Last week we talked about the possibility of a Switch coming in 2023, while the analysts were saying 2024. I believe Metroid Prime 4, whenever it drops, is going to be a launch title, whatever new system Nintendo decides to call it, which would be super dope. That's what I believe. I think it's 2022, we get Breath of the Wild 2. And next Christmas or middle of next year, we get a new Switch. Or at least the announcement of a new Switch. That would be so dope. Could you imagine being at E3 and they announce a new Switch? Golly. I'd be mad because if that was to happen for real and I was out there, because whenever I hope they do, whenever they have another E3, and I hope they go back to the format where they have it. That's the way they save it. They save it the minute they announce, hey, it's open back up to the public. Man, these companies that's not dealing with E3 right now are going to jump back on board. I'm telling you, because when you have that many people there, man, people come out. I remember the 1 year they canceled E3, and they had another company came in called E for All, and they had their whole E3 experience out there in LA. And man, I went out there and I had a great time, man. And you know what? A lot of these big time companies, from Xbox to PlayStation to Nintendo, they all was in representation. I remember playing Metal Gear Solid 4 early. Man, that game was phenomenal. But yeah, I think we'll get 4. It's just gonna launch with a new system. I'm a firm believer in that. It's not coming out on. I mean, it'll be backwards compatible, but they're gonna use that bad boy to showcase a new system. Steven said, my GameStop did a midnight release for Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, but I went to bed. Well, that's dope though. That is dope. I just hope mine do it. That would be great. Vic says, all right, Vic always has some dope questions. It says, since Sony is putting their games on PC, that means you could play them portably, like the Switch, along with xCloud on your phone. Ooh, you are correct. But yeah, that for real, to be honest, that's another reason why I want a Steam Deck. I just want to see some of my biggest questions. I hope some YouTubers answer before I get mine is, which games run natively on the Steam Deck without any optimization? So games like, Horizon Forbidden West, of course, God of War. Maybe by then you might hear some rumblings of Ghost of Tsushima by the time, I get my Steam Deck, which is later this year. I think those are the questions I'm looking for most YouTubers. Like, can they answer those questions? I wish I was getting one earlier, because those are the questions I would want to answer. I would buy tons of games. I'll be testing them bad boys out and see how do they run straight out the gate. Do I need to do something to it? I need to optimize it. Yeah, so that's one of the reasons why. That reason right there is the reason why I haven't bought a gaming PC. Cause I'll be afraid, like, man, if I spend this money and I get this gaming card and I spend all this money and just come to find out in about 2 years that gaming card is obsolete and I gotta buy another one. Oh no. My pockets just don't run like that. Never had a turkey burger, but it sounds hella good. Hella good is a right way to say it. You know what? If you have a Whole Food store in your area, Amazon, and if you have one, if you go inside, they got like their own little like area where they have cooked food. They sell one at Amazon's Whole Food store, and it is great. It's not as good as my wife's, but it's good. It is really, really, really tasty. Definitely worth checking out if you have a Whole Food store in your area. Metroid Dread style Mega Man game would do well and bring Mega Man back to life. Yeah, because Mega Man 11, man, was like, okay. It just wasn't, I think it was just a tad bit slow. It just wasn't like, oh man, this is the game. It wasn't like, you play Metroid Dread, you was like, man, this is a game. This is how you want games to be. But you know what? I do believe Mega Man needs some CPR. They need to do something to bring that franchise back to life. But if they did, man, because certain games, man, if you look at like some of these 2D Metroidvania type of games, man, like Ori and Hollow Knight and those games, man, they just do so well, man, because they just like they provide simple gameplay but great experience. And Metroid, man, the gameplay is tough, but it's a great experience, man. It's great. So yeah, I definitely agree with your statement on that. Xbox Ultimate gives you both. Yes. It gives you both console and PC. Okay, that's why. Okay, that is great information. Peace out. Great. Thanks, Vic. I know I'm back on these comments. I'm getting there though. It says if you have GamePass Ultimate, it comes with. Okay, good. See, I was like, man, I didn't know for sure, but I paid every month. Saw the Hidden Gems video. Can't wait to get Fugitive. Yeah. Oh man. Thanks, man. Rubio. I call you Rubio. I'm sorry, Ruben. Thanks, man. I gotta stop calling you Rubio though. Anyone getting Shadow Man remastered? I'm gonna pass on Shadow Man. I thought about it. I was like, it's like how much time I'm gonna give to that. I look at my backlog and say, this game's my backlog that I would probably play over Shadow Man. So Shadow Man's gonna get a pass for me. Oh, so Tim said I got it. Thinking about streaming it. Oh yeah, listen, yeah, Tim stream it. Yeah, Tim, you should stream it. I would be all about that. I would definitely watch that. Kayla said no bots. I got one for myself, one each for my parents. Look at you, look, man, Kayla, man, listen, that's a great. I hope my kids grow up and say, you know what, my dad needs a gaming PC, and just buy it. You sometimes you watch those videos like on TikTok or Instagram Reels. Kids buying their parents nice stuff. I'm like, man, I hope my kids say, you know what, my dad was such a good dad. Let me go out there and buy him a brand new car. I see my dad. He was always a hustler. He was always out there doing something. Let me take care of him. Hopefully they'll do that for me. He says, it's one for my girlfriend's daughter. Going to surprise her. Hope she don't watch this stream. He said, I've been gradually adding games to her secret. Look at, man, listen. That's how you do it, Caleb. That's how you do it right there, man. I love it. I love to see that, man. Said, haven't tried it yet. Just reserve them through established accounts. I know, man. I finally got me one. I got one. And I'm in like that. I'm in the second quarter, I think. I know I get it this year. It's just, it's gonna probably be late in the year. But once again, it's like, I wanted it day one. I'm not used to not getting systems day one, so that was a new experience for me. Like the Analog Pocket. I thought, oh man, this is easy. I'm getting this day one, and did not get it. I'm still flaming hot. I got one pre-order, and it'll come out sometime this year. But I wanted that bad boy day one. But I digress. I just realized Steam Deck means we're getting, yes, Dota on a handheld. Finally, we'll be able to take the dread out of actually playing mobile on the go. Yeah. It says secret Steam account, not Scream account. I understand clearly, Caleb. Kirby got Mario Odyssey vibes. Yes, you know what? It does. It does. You know what? That's why I'm excited about it. It's like, you know what? If it is half as good as Mario Odyssey, it's a win. Had to give me a little squig real quick. Oh, so I had to read this comment. She said, "This is at Caleb, and see if I can imagine Fi's voice, it would be this. Oh, that's both impressive and wholesome. Congrats on getting your hands on 4. Don't know how you even managed to do that." Oh man, he said, personally, it gives me 3D World vibes, but much more vibrant. Can't make a song about dissing your wife. Didn't Eminem do that? Man, listen, Eminem he dissed his mama. He dissed his baby mama. He dissed them bad. He got issues. Over the past few days, Kanye wasn't allowed to be at his kid's birthday. I do remember that. Travis Scott snuck him in though. That's good. That's crazy, man. Why would you do that as a parent? Like, you know what, man? If you lay down with this guy, you decide to have relations with this guy, and these are these kids' daddy, and these kids love their father, then let them be apart. People crazy, man. Thanks. I try. Just got them to log into their accounts early on. Unfortunately won't get them until quarter 2, but I still get them locked in as soon as I could. Yeah, so I was the same way too. I got it in Q2, and every now and then I go and just check it to make sure they'd be nice and bump me up to Q1 or something. But I know for sure I did see it today on I think it was a Game Radar. In fact, let me see if I can pull that up. Yeah, it says sometime in February with the Steam Deck, so sooner than later. Never played Dude. Oh man, Vic, for real? Yeah, I would tell you, Vic, man, 3D World is pretty good. It's not better than Odyssey, but it's definitely one that if you played, even if you played this Bowser's Fury was really, really, really good. You could definitely see the direction they're probably going to take it. Because to me, Bowser's Fury, man, was more of an Odyssey experience than a 3D World experience, if I'm saying that right. But you know, listen, I mean, definitely, you definitely should take that. Bowser's Fury, man, was super good, super good. I said, man, if they are announcing a new console, hopefully it is not a digital presentation, but on stage. The Wii and DS reveals are still iconic because of that. Agreed. Even like, you know what, they had the on stage presentation for the Switch. I mean, that to me, that was that first that commercial, like that Wii U commercial with the Imagine Dragons. I fell in love with that song because of that presentation. Maybe a believer. That was my jam. Let me be a famous rapper and see if I don't give my ex-wife all the smoke. I'll even try to make the track PG enough to get radio play just so it's mainstream. Nah, man, you can't do that, man. You see, eventually, man, that argument between them two kids, man, the kids, they tend to get the butt of that. So you'll basically be the Will Smith of XY diss tracks. Golly. You know what? That whole Will and Jada situation, man, that was pretty terrible. Jada made him really look bad. Really look bad. Ooh. You know what? Don't have an open marriage. Have my wife this, you know, chilling with another dude. What kind of mess is that? What was everyone's golden year of gaming? Best time as a gamer for it was the Xbox 360 and PS3 era, along with Modern Warfare. I said Modern Warfare 2. That's a good question. For me, I believe. Oh man, I'm going to say Super Nintendo, because I was Super Nintendo. I was in college. I was a college freshman, and I was beating the lights out of cats in NBA Jam and in Mortal Kombat 2. I think that was my golden. And Street Fighter, man, it was nothing like it. But you know what, man, I can honestly say that I have more experience in that. You know, because to say that it's just one, that's probably the more profound, because of how much gaming I was playing and how much I was like thoroughly loving gaming. But you know, I could take you back to Nintendo 64. You know, saying playing Mario for the first time, playing GoldenEye for the first time. You know, having the Game Boy Advance. You know, the DS Lite. Those times with the DS Lite playing Super Mario Brothers, man, good time. I would say even picking up the Dreamcast, you know, great time. But I would say the Super Nintendo. I'm gonna stick with that. Great question though, Vic. Vic, I'm telling you, boy, you own it. So, sure, just without the money and the questionable children. Flexing your wife's turkey burger is the biggest power move I've seen in a long time. I got to do something about. Let me see if I can fix that. I know it's got to be a fade level or something. See, there it is. I fixed it. Before it was like it was too much. I see. No, too much. All right, there we go. My grill is gone. All right, this is Fox says, bring back that Mega Man Universe game. I feel like a Mario Maker type of game could rejuvenate or reinvigorate interest in the Mega Man franchise. Fans are basically what's keeping him alive. That's true. Laggy Dude is back. They gave me that back. Guess who's back? Back again. Laggy's back. Tell a friend. Good text said, glad YouTube wasn't a thing. I think when I was coming up, my parents never saw those videos of kids buying their parents stuff. Thus, they ain't disappointed in me. At least not for that. I don't think you talked about the PS5. No, we have not. We haven't even digged into that news yet. Matter of fact, let's get into that. We've been chit-chatting for quite some time. All right, let me get off of here. Hold on, people who switched. Let me switch it out. There we go. I thought I would start off with this story first before we get into the PS5 and PS3 stuff. It says, Richard Beach Jeff Grubb says that the E3 2022 digital event is a mess and probably also canceled. Yeah, this is probably it. This is probably a wrap for the E3 this year. I hate that though. I wish they would have just had the fortitude just to to motor through. At least they didn't need to necessarily have it in Los Angeles. They could have had it anywhere else. They could have brought that bad boy because one year E3 was here in Georgia. I mean, it was a long time ago, but still it was here. They could have very well they can bring that same experience back. The states that's a little bit more open to having those large events. I know for sure LA is not, one of them states. This is Victor is getting antsy. Yeah, that's all right. I like it. What's up on CMG? Let me get you on the board, man, real quick. All right, we're down with 17 people now on the board. All right, CMG's Jeff said, man, I am late. That's all right, my brother. You are here. That's what counts. All right. Yeah, but I feel sorry for E3, man. It's like, it's like a piece of your childhood has kind of went away. It's like, at the end of an era. It's like if your team was like, I have the same kind of feeling about E3, like, when the Pistons was winning all those championships, or they only won 2. And then that third year, they kind of lost the mic. And, it was like, this is the end of an era, So coming from a high school basketball game, Martin Luther King 3-day tournament, that it is. You know what? Usually we are in a tournament during this time, but we didn't get scheduled for a tournament this year, which I was quite glad because I like being at home. Matter of fact, it'll get canceled anyway down here because we got snow. Good said you didn't miss nothing. Definitely. No one has mentioned your name or said anything about Google Stadia tonight. Lies they tell in the dark. Hi, dude. Hope your game went well. Went great. Philip says, golden age for me is tough. I grew up on the Sega Genesis and N64, but the most good memories was probably PS2 through Xbox 360. That was when I got my dad into gaming. That is dope. You know what? One thing I tell you for sure, man, my kids, they love the fact that I game. Even though they like beating my tail, man, some games, man, I just can't mess with them with. But they love the fact that I game. They love the fact that I'm doing this show, even though they don't watch it sometimes. But they love the fact that they say, my dad does YouTube. My dad has all the systems. They love saying that. They love having that claim because what? A lot of things they get for Christmas, they know because it's out of dad's love for gaming. So that's dope that you got your dad into gaming. Super dope. I just like to hear what he has to say about certain topics. Sup, CMG? That's right, Vic. Let Guerrilla Tactics have it. Laughing at you're funny, Guerrilla Tactics. What's going on? Right, man. Guerrilla Tactics always starting something. Victor, always good to see the usual people. It's like the homies meeting up and chilling. Right. That's what it feel like. It's like, what? Like me not doing the show, man, I'll be like, oh man, what's going on? I say, man, I gotta talk to my people, man. Because you don't get to have these kind of conversations on a daily basis. Like, yeah, we watch different YouTubers, man, and we deal with them. But to sit back and talk and really have a Discord, that's kind of reason why I like my channel the way it's set up. Because, even though, of course, I'm I would like a ton more people here because that opens up financially to the other things. But I love what we have right here because, man, you know what? We got some great people in here with great conversations. Vic got dope questions, and if I'm able to answer them all, I'm sure we answer them. You know, that's how, to me, a live stream should be. Mega Man in a Mario Maker format would be insane. Love the idea. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. People, you know what? If it's done correctly, and you could make some dope levels, like like the levels you could make in like I think the funnest level maker game was, to me, was Little Big Planet. I mean, cause like you could make some really, really awesome games, and I just felt like I had the most fun making levels in that game compared to making them in Mario Maker. That's just me. I could be. Other people might have other opinions. Vic says canceling digital E3. Let's say, how are we going to get the cool gaming reveals? You know where we're going to get them from? From Jeff Keighley and Summerfest and IGN. They're going to be the new, they're going to take over this year. You know what? This is my issue. I hope the digital E3 still continues because we need a central place for information. Last year, E3 was manageable. It was still like, okay, it wasn't the best experience, but at least you knew that games were coming. I mean, and conferences and people was having events. You had a structure to it. Like the year before that, when it was Summer Games Fest, there was no structure. So you was like, you just left in limbo. And I feel like this year, that's how we're going to be. We're going to be left in limbo because there is no structure. So, like, I champion, at E3 because they give the video game community and information a place of structure where you can kind of, have things to talk about. So now everything's going to be over the place, and people going to be having their own events on certain times. It's going to be it's a hot mess. It's like somebody ruined Christmas. E3 Belgium 2023. This is somewhere. I was going to go to E3. Man, this pandemic is Yeah, I was too. I told you, I was like, man, I was ready. Great games on the NYC PSL. Okay. Oh, it's great basketball games. Okay. It's not like I love, to be honest, I love college and high school basketball, man, because it's no fluff to it. It's like, them kids, they gonna give it their all. Like when you get to the NBA level, man, it's like, watching NBA games is not even exciting anymore. Let's see. CMG says, I was going to LA for E3, but screw it. I'm still going to LA anyway for a week. Are you going to run the same time? That'd be great. Gaming dads, peeps in the house. Yeah, man, these are my people, man. These are my people, man. Tim, man, you my people too, man. I love y'all and gaming dads. Man, you guys are awesome, man. Listen, I'm telling you, you guys put me up on Buc-ee's, man. If I have not had Buc-ee's, buddy, you ever make your way to the South, you make your way to Texas or Alabama or Georgia, man, you stop at a Buc-ee's, it's a gas station, and they got like over 260 gas station pumps. But when I say the food is phenomenal. I always wanted to go visit that city. You talking about LA? It's nice, man. I stayed when I went to go to Eat for All when we was out there. We stayed in Burbank, and Burbank is nice, man. Super, super nice. Burbank is where they used to film the Tonight Show, and before they moved out to like New York. But love Burbank, man. And Burbank was like maybe 15, 20-minute drive to downtown LA. So, man, it's great. I mean, you drive to the Staples Center like it wasn't nothing. But even through the traffic, it's crazy traffic in LA. Even through the traffic, it was still like 20, 25-minute drive. And you can't beat that. Fire says, wouldn't be able to say what the golden age is for me. I grew up with old consoles. I inherited from my mom, particularly NES, Super NES. The early 2000s, didn't even know 3D gaming was a thing. God almighty. But you grew up with some great systems, especially that Genesis Super Nintendo area was phenomenal. I think owning a GameCast, a Dream. I said called the GameCast. Owning a Dreamcast at launch was phenomenal for me. That was really a game changing experience. To play NBA 2K and then play NFL 2K on the Dreamcast was like, I felt like I was like, this was next generation for sure. Caleb says, it's really cool having gamer parents. They are in their 60s, my goodness, and plays stuff like Call of Duty and manage to be top of their team. Man, listen, shout out to whoever is your dad's cataract doctor, because man, my eyes just don't move that fast on Call of Duty. I get lit up all the time. I'm the guy who gets killed. I go, man, if we was playing, I'll be the medic. I just go around. I'll heal cats and shoot people from far distance away. But like one-on-one combat, man, I get lit up all the time. But that's dope. It's they managed to be on top of their teams. Ha ha. It's also a really fun way to spend time with them. Yes, absolutely. My kids, like Christmas time, man, my kids are like, listen, they already know what's going on. It's cool to be to design levels around classic Mega Man X. You'll get insane variety and mechanics like that. Add in the double gear system, and users could go crazy with it. We see what happened when Jeff Keighley takes over. Yeah, that's right. That's how you get the video game awards. You really want more than that. Yeah, you know what? Because I felt like, you know what, that year, the Summer Game Fest, he kind of almost turned it into an award kind of show. It had that award show vibe, and this wasn't what I was experiencing. You know, I expected. You know, I hope that week Nintendo said, "Listen, we're gonna do something this week, and this is the date." And I hope the other big three kind of say, you know what, at least at Microsoft, this is what we're doing, and just have something like during that week, and just, you know, call it for what it is, just to keep that structure together. I'm all in favor of that. They can do it. They can do it virtually. Give me a video, that's fine. But I want it to happen. Oh, he's talking to Philip. Okay, boom, boom. So I hope there's a new Metal Gear coming as well. As a matter of fact, let's get off of that real quick. Let's go. Let's see. I'm trying to where my little article go. Atlas. What? I didn't save that article? Shame on me. Let me look one more time. Hold on. I thought I read the article, and usually I save it. I must have didn't save it. I'm tripping. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can find it. All right, here you go. I think it's. All right, PlayStation Store gets PS3 games and PS5 backward capability next. So this is the reason for my whole story this week, is because if you don't know, there is a rumor going around that's saying that PlayStation could be bringing out a Game Pass type experience to the PlayStation, which I think is smart. I think it's very, very smart. It adds even more value to, you know, it. I think with that kind of experience, especially if you can play it more than is on the PS5. If they make it strictly for the PS5, I don't think it's a great deal. But they make it PS5, PS4, shoot, even PS3, where you can play these games on these systems, you know, through their infrastructure. I think it's a win-win. I started off with Metal Gear Solid 5 because Metal Gear Solid 4, because to me that is my favorite Metal Gear game. It was just super good, super good story, super technical. It was great. It was just a phenomenal game. And so if I looked at any games I would want to the system, you know, to come from the PS3, that is one game for sure that has to be on there day one. Now, of course, a lot of these other games that I played Uncharted series, things of that nature, and all them other games have some. How can I say it? They're weight in gold, I guess. But you can't find Metal Gear Solid 4 on anywhere. I mean, it's like I can't even find it to be able to emulate it. You know, maybe I'm not searching hard enough, but it hasn't been released on any other system. So that is the one for sure I wish would make its way. And I hate that it just got tied into the PS3. That's a good question. Did that come out on 360? I think that game did. I might look into that. So I guess, ultimately my question would be to everybody in the chat. It's like, hey man, what games if you had the option to put certain games on this backwards system, which games would you want to play? And to me, it's like, it's easy for me. Of course, it's Metal Gear Solid 4, but also give me those first God of War games. God of War 1, 2, 3, and give me the ones that was on Vita. Because they was all really, really good games. Really good. Especially ones on Vita, man. The one on Vita, man, with his brother, they had a great story, man. Just, phenomenal. It says, lady used to bet my chores on Tetris. It was crazy. Tetris, man, listen, on the Game Boy, Tetris was the deal. So I bought a first gen PS3 just to play Metal Gear Solid 1 and 4. Best purchase of 2021. Yeah, Vic, man, I still have my original 60 gig Fat Boy PS3. And once again, just like the Wii U, I told you earlier, I was like, I keep that because of Metal Gear Solid 4. And that's the reason I play it. Matter of fact, I think I might try to play it again this year. It's one of them games like I absolutely like to play all the time. That and the Uncharted, I like to play those all the time. Matter of fact, speaking of old games I was playing recently, on the Vita, I was playing the Uncharted on the Vita. Another good port, man. That like Sony, man, boy, they just made some dumb decisions when it came to the Vita. They should have never given up on it. I digress. But Uncharted was, super good on the Vita. Quake, what's going on, man? It's like gaming grandpas. Hee hee. Let me get you on the board, man. Don't worry, man. You can be a gaming grandpa too. Like, yes, man. I want grandkids bad, but I'm not in a rush. I want my son to, and I definitely want my daughter to, take their time, enjoy life. So, don't know if I trust Konami on their own without Kojima. I could trust them to do remakes. If the formula is there, which is there, I could trust them on a remake. I couldn't trust them on a brand new Metal Gear. So we don't talk about Metal Gear Survive. No, we do not. Absolutely do not. I would consider that a a game. That's my goal. Nintendo grandpas. Oh man, listen, I'm down with that. I just don't want to be a grandpa yet. I've never won a single COD match against anyone. I suck at it. I suck hard at it. Now you suck at it. I suck hard at it. I know. Don't worry. Listen, I can't say that. I have won, but I just don't win often. I agree. Mega Man has such a rich history, and a lot of interesting systems that would lead to a ton of variety in levels and bosses. I agree, man. Mega Man was super cool, breezy. Take it easy for Sheezy. What's going on, my brother? Man, how's your son doing, man? Cool Breeze Jr. haven't been on here in a minute. Tell him we said, what up, though? Say, I won't play COD games. The file sizes are too big. Man, isn't that true? It's like, you know what? You put a COD game on your, like, right now, like, listen, hey, I got Xbox. It better get a terabyte. You put COD on there, man. It's like, you didn't probably took a good eighth of your hard drive space to take about one game. That's crazy. Congrats on Tim for winning the Nintendo Dash prediction and for 2021. It's about time. I didn't know that. That's funny. Tim, what was your predictions? That's a good question. If y'all have not, those who are in the chat, man, if y'all have not checked out Nintendo Dads, it's another great podcast. They do it every Thursday night. I think it's like 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday nights. But super good, man. Super good, man. Got a four panel. Like, you know what? The guys are super good, man. Super nice. But they know they Nintendo stuff, man. I would definitely recommend that y'all go check them out, man. Nintendo Dads every Thursday night. If I'm wrong, Tim, let me know. But I believe it's 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Nintendo Dads on Thursday. And they have and that's like that. They have like a ton of other shows they do throughout the week. But I know definitely my favorite is Nintendo Dads on Thursday. So definitely check them out, man. Tim is one of the Nintendo Dads. He's a great fan of the channel. Definitely go check those guys out. Caleb says, yeah, my mom actually has been reported for suspicion of cheating a few times. What? Your mom be getting in like that too? Listen, man, I can't mess with your mom. Your mom might kill me in real life. Because she keeps getting half or full team kills with her machete. Golly. Your dad better watch out. He better do nothing wrong. What would happen to PlayStation Now? So the rumor, back to the story. So the rumor says that, you know what, the game, y'all know, I heard the game, it's a video game company like GameStop that's over in the UK and also over in Japan, and they have been ordered to take all PlayStation Now cards off their shelves and remove them from their storefront. So if you plan on getting one, you probably should get one soon, but they've been ordered to do that. So why would PlayStation decide to pull the very medium that most people would use to update their PlayStation Now accounts if there wasn't something new coming? So I'm looking forward to that. I just want, the key is what's going to make that thrive is definitely going to be the game selection. Game Pass just works, man, because their first party game selection is, pretty good. I mean, to be able to have the Gears series on the go, Halo on the go, Forza Horizon on the go, and then they get a lot of these first parties that's, day one. Game Pass is just so attractive, man. The best, I'm telling you, if you was new to gaming, I would tell you to get yourself an Xbox Series S and a 3-month subscription to Game Pass, and you set. And plus, it has EA Play. Now it's getting Ubisoft's little gaming experience. So you know what? I mean, that's a great value, man. You just can't pass it up, even for $15 a month. I think ultimately it's definitely worth it. Someone told her in-game chat, F your blades, Karen. So she changed her name to F your blades, Karen. Golly. Your mama is a G. Salute. Matter of fact, hold on, man. Hold on. Your mama, I got to find my sound effect. Your mama gets thebomb.com. She gets it tonight. F you, Karen. That is phenomenal. Phenomenal. I love that. That is absolutely awesome, because sometimes, man, people could be some. Okay, I'm not gonna say that word, but people could be some penis heads online, man. Vic says Metal Gear Solid 4 is a PS3 only. I know, and you can't play it nowhere else. That is the reason why I keep my PS3 for that. That is like one of the games like I keep it for, and man, that's just such a good game. All right, I'm sorry, I digress. I'm hoping to see Papa Round. I forgot about that at Rapper or Twisted Metal 2 in 2022. I think we'll probably see Twisted Metal before we see Papa Rapper. I said that wrong. Charging my head out to my heart. Hasn't heard that name since the PlayStation All-Stars. Golly, PlayStation All-Stars was good too, man. PlayStation All-Stars was good on the Vita. Twisted Metal was such a classic. Yeah, Twisted Metal, man, was, and and I wasn't even a big fan, but man, every time I played it, man, just had a great time playing it. Take It Easy with Mega Man. I could never. I spent hours at single levels of the NES game trying to learn every pattern. Yes. Yes. It was like it, and then it didn't it just feel like those games back in those days on the NES and Super NES when you had no maps, they were just such wonderful experiences. Like playing Zelda, like kids today could not play Zelda. My kids, oh man, they would get so frustrated with Zelda. Like Zelda Gold cartridge, Zelda 1. They would get so frustrated with Zelda. But think about it, that's how we played, man. It was like when you found those hidden spots, you just like, man, this is it. You just thought it was the best day ever. But they don't make games like that no more. I mean, they do make games like that, but it's so many games that you can't really just sit down and hone in on a game like you used to. Like before, man, when we was kids, we could hone in on a game and we would play that one game until it was done. And then when it was done, then we moved on to another game. But now with such a variety, man, it's like, I'm constantly jumping around. I got bits and pieces of games here, but like I still haven't beat Hades yet. I need to get back on that. I digress. Google is going to have to put in extra time to fix those wheel spins in CMG's favor against not only your kids, but your grandkids. You know what? None of my kids showed up tonight. Like my son Joseph is on the board only because he won last week. But no one is here. Cool Breeze Jr. is working a lot. All right. Well, all right, good. See, listen, as long as Cool Breeze Jr. is working, we all right. I would just tell our brother we miss him over the channel. So maybe it was easy and I'm just really bad at Mega Man. No, Mega Man was tough, super tough. And I mean, if you play games like that, then you was all right. Mega Man was tough. That was a tough game also, which is also being a big possibility. But I am going to keep pretending they're hard. They are hard. Speaking of wheel spins. Still not pink controller Mendez. I wonder who is going to be against CMG in the finals again. Finals tonight. Ha. Courtney says, "Hey, give me that. I don't think you put me on the wheel." And Courtney, you are correct. Let me get you on the board right now. Oh, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'm glad you caught it. Charge it to the game. Charge it to my head, not to my heart. All right, got you on the board. Sorry about that. Add PS Vita games in their service. Yes, it would be a nice way to experience its library. Yeah, games like what was that one game? Gravity Fall. Oh man, love that game. Love the first one. The second one was okay, but the first one was really, really good. That was my jam. If PS Vita had 3G service, Vic, boy, I tell you, he'd be having good questions. He said, if PS Vita had 3G services, why hasn't Nintendo thought of something similar? I think the reason why Nintendo doesn't have some form of cell service is because, one, it's hard for them to be able to manage and control what kids get in. I think it's more of a kid thing. And I think also, I don't know about them having these, different contracts with these cell phone companies to be able to make that happen. And then on the third thing, it would probably make the Switch, even more expensive. So I think it was maybe a cost thing. Probably overall, it's probably the cost thing. I think they definitely have a thought process to make that happen. But the way to fix that is to make their system to fix the internet connections so like if I use a hotspot, I'm able to, get the best quality possible to be able to play my games online. Because I would love the time to be able to play Splatoon online off a hotspot. That'd be dope. See, Tim says, what did Tim say? I want a Twisted Metal Black remaster or a new Twisted Metal so bad. I think we probably won't get it this year, but you'll get some formal. I think you get some formal announcement of a new Twisted Metal because the rumors have been going back before, before the end of last year. So you know who could do a speed run of old Zelda? Kayla's mom. She probably could. She probably could because her name is dope. F.U. Karen Blades. Hold on. No, what was it called again? I gotta look it up. You said that. Hold on, I gotta find out. What did you call it? Your mom called it again? F your blades, Karen. That's so funny. Oh man, F your blades, Karen. That is funny, man. That's funny. Vic says I remember playing PS2 and GameCube with a memory card when I was younger. Don't think this generation will ever understand. They sure won't, man. Without a memory card. Caleb's, yeah, she's definitely more of a shooter person. I played games even after they were finished, trying to find possible secrets, anything that could extend the game's lifetime. I don't do that a lot, but I have done that with my friend Pedro. I love that game, man. My friend Pedro, man, that is the truth, man. That game, boy. If you have not played it, you can probably get it for like $9 or something like that on the eShop. But that game is so good. Kayla says, I would love to have a PS Vita and PSP games on the service. Speaking of Metal Gear Solid, anyone remember Metal Gear Acid? Nah, it was the Jackie card game for the PSP. I did not do card games, so I know I didn't play it. Fond memories there. Gravity Rush. Yes, Gravity Rush. Oh, man, I also love playing it. I've been wanting to do for many years. Looked like a phenomenal game, but it was really pricey, even in the PS4. Yeah, it was, for no reason, too. For Christmas, I used to give my kid, for those who don't know, I am a teacher by trade. I teach special ed, and I teach your emotional behavior disorders. A lot of kids that's in my classroom, I have them particularly all day, even on the high school level, and I teach them every subject. However, they're good kids, but once again, you get people that think my kids are the devil incarnate because they've had some past where I got a kid in my classroom who beat up a principal, sent his tail to the hospital. But they get to me, I don't play that game, so they don't. I let them know. I had to let that kid know when I first met him. I said, I am not that principal. He had to know immediately, I am not that principal. But however, the story was, for Christmas, I always give my kids Christmas, and so this kid surprised me. He knew I was a gamer. They all know I'm gaming dad. They all follow me, blah blah blah. And so his grandparents, they like they do like the garage sales and things of that nature. And so he convinced his grandmother. They found they were selling this PSP, and they sold it for for a couple of dollars. But the screen is cracked. But they brought it to me. They had no battery. The screen is cracked. But you know what? We figured that you would want to do something with it. It was my Christmas gift to myself. So of course I went and ordered me a battery, and ordered me a power cord, and it works. But the bad part about it is the screen is broken. So, but the actual screen out here, but is the LCD inside. So, I ordered me an LCD, so I'm gonna replace that, and I hope I give me some. I'm gonna start collecting some PSP games, and hope I'll be getting it in. I'm gonna do some gameplay videos. This thing was this thing was a G. I love this here. To be honest though, I would prefer a PSP Go. That was my system. That was my jam. That PSP Go, man, it was small. That clams, they break it down, put it in your pocket. I took that thing everywhere. That was my jam. PSP Go. I think I could find one of those things. Now that would be great. I wonder. Let's see. Can we find that? Say, I remember Metal Gear Portable Ops. I do too. Another great game. Nintendo probably didn't steal the Vita 3G idea because Vita flopped. Yeah, especially the 3G one. They really flopped. I almost picked up a 3G one. Almost. I came close. I was like, nah. I mean, I'm not gonna get a whole new, service for it. This is going to be an expensive year, man. Listen, brother. You ain't never lied. This is the amount of games that you would probably like to own. The games are not even Nintendo games, but the Nintendo games is like I'm picking up Kirby, I'm picking up Splatoon 2. I'm picking up Pokemon. That's 3 games right there. I just picked up the Company Man. It's like yeah, it's expensive. It's starting to get really expensive to be a gamer. I'm a ranch guy, man. He said ranch or blue cheese. I'm a ranch guy. I ain't gonna lie to you. But back to your comment, yeah, man, it's expensive, man. And then on top of that, you have a possible possible new God of War, Horizon Forbidden West. The systems like, hey, I ordered me a analog pocket that's gonna come. Steam Deck. I'm betting money is gonna be a Nintendo Switch Lite OLED. If that drops, I'm gonna get that too. It's like, man, it's right. It's this the year, boy. It's gonna take a lot of money out your pocket. And not to tell what other games could come out. Breath of the Wild 2 hopefully is this year. It's hard out here for a pimp. That was my movie. All right. It says, God bless special ed teachers, especially behavior intervention specialists. Oh, man, listen. People tell me, like, like for me, I know this is not gaming, and I won't take too much time on it. But from the special ed part of it, for me, it's not hard because I came from a hard environment, and I have experienced certain things in my life that has made me built for this. A lot of people that get into this job are not built for it, so they burn out quick because these kids, man, not only they can be manipulative. If they don't like you, they out to get you. And and sometimes they be trying to fight you. I was like, man, please, I'm just glad in my classroom, I don't have any issues. But I used to have, like in my classroom, if a kid get out of place or get out of hand, or he becomes a threat to another kid or to myself, I can restrain him. And and they don't like to be restrained because they get embarrassed really, because they're like, hey, they all tough, and then before they on the ground being held, and other kids are looking at them like they stupid, and so they get embarrassed. So but you gotta be, I'm frank with these kids. Like, listen, I'm not gonna play these games with you. I'm grown. I ain't your mama, ain't your daddy. You gonna talk to me with respect. If you can't talk to me with respect, buddy, I'm gonna be your worst nightmare. And so kids in my classroom, if they break my rules, they have to write it. And so of course I get kids that don't say, I'm not writing nothing. But at the beginning of the day, before they do anything, they get to come into my classroom, they get to turn their cell phones in. And so I make all their parents sign affidavits, sign contracts really, to say, hey, if your child grades or his behavior is out of whack, I can keep their phone overnight if I choose to. And every parent signs it with no problem. Because a lot of these parents are weak, and they glad somebody is strong enough to to go at their kid. And I go at them. I was like, you know what? I just grab their phone. I throw them. I got this little lock box. I throw them in the lock box. And then I said, what you gonna do about it? Typically, they just run their mouth. They cuss me out, all that good stuff. But at the end of the day, they get my writing done. And then when they get their writing done, you know what I do? I take their writing done, I hang it up on the wall. I know I'm petty, but it proves a point. Killzone Liberation on the PSP. Now, I played that a lot. Liberations was good, but what was the Killzone for the Vita? That was my jam. Oh, man, Killzone for the Vita was so good. And the online was super good. You'd be surprised that the online was like phenomenal on the Vita. Like even on Wi-Fi, it was like, man, it was super good. So yeah, that would be the game I would like to see. I would have really, really liked to see that, boy. I tell you, that was good times. Oh, we got a little bot in here. It was really fun. This weird turn-based RPG hybrid, like XCOM with cars. You know what? You know what? Another game that that I played a lot on the PS2 was Soulcom. It's like, you know what? They need another Soulcom remake. Cause like, believe it or not, like one of my favorite games on the video was Unit 13. But I like Unit 13 because it kind of reminded me of Soulcom, sort of. You know what? But yeah, man. Oh man, Soulcom, that was a good game. And they need, to me, that's a direction they need to go. They need to really remake that. The PSP Go was is the most 2000 thing after the iPod and BlackBerry. PSP Go was that true? I need to find out. Let me look. Okay, I guess it can't hurt to look. I really would like to know. No. Sorry. Don't want to hear that. Let me pull up eBay real quick. Let's look at see. Let's see if we got a PSP Go on there. All right, I got PSP Go. Pull it up. See. Okay, so they got a PSP Go. You know how much it's going for? Hold on, let me see if I can pull this up. Let me print this back. Hold on, good people. I believe I have a computer screen overlay. All right, good. I got a computer screen overlay. Now we see, like, we on my eBay account. So Sony PSP Go. Let's see if I can I make this? Can I make this bigger? Let's see. I gotta remember how to do it before I tear up something. Oh, I guess not. Oh, there we go. See, I know how to figure it. I know I can do it. I can do it. All right. So we got Sony PSP Go with charger, case, and 50 games. Crazy. 100. See, I don't trust that because I want to put my own stuff in there. And so with 50 games, that's still a lot. $185. Woo-wee. Oh, look at that white one though. That white one right there for $189. Yeah, see it. Listen, you get almost tempted. Like, I'm almost tempted. Like, ooh, man, look at that. That boy, that thing. I like this one here because it got the 16-bit card too. Hey, listen to me, like a switch out of that. Okay. I know I'm going off. Just imagine a switch like a switch model like a PSP Go. It don't gonna be like small, but this like that design and still have it dockable. Now that would be something. That would be something right there, buddy. Ooh, man, that would be phenomenal. That would be phenomenal, boy. I tell you. Tim says, I got Tim on my way. Let me put Tim up above me. Tim says, love Gravity Rush for the Vita. If not number one on that system for me, at least top 3. Yep, I agree. Totally agree. At least top 3 for sure. But yeah, man, Gravity Rush was my jam. Says PSP Go is the most. Okay, I heard that already. Oh, we got something new. I say, Bay 6410. What's going on? I say, and 3G is going away soon. Yeah, but Bay, you listen. Hey, man, listen. Let me go ahead and get you on the board. '64 Zoo Lane. I like that show. All right, got you on the board. It says Guerrilla Tactics. What do you say? So you also picked up a Steam Deck this year. Might have to pick up a 6th job. Man, listen. Or do some more photography gigs. I'm trying to get on these photography gigs. I'm working on right now creating my website. Once I get my website together, I just don't want to pay. I want to get a nice website, but I don't know if I want to go to Squarespace. I just don't want to pay that kind of money. I rather pay. I could make one out of on Google, and pay their little fee, and it's a lot super cheap. You know, I don't know, but that's what I need to do. So I really need to take my photography to the next level, cause I gotta make some money, man. Cause these games are gonna be crazy. All right, I just wanted to show y'all this this screen here. I said, PSP Go with Kate, untested, no power cord. Read description. Oh, I see why it's $15. But you know what though? $15, it might be broke. All right, say, oh, buy it now for $129. See that ain't bad. Works perfectly. I don't think about it though. Listen, you might have to jailbreak them bad boys. I don't think you can better put no. Can you still put games on this bad boy? That's a good question. I don't think so. I think that store might be gone. All right. Enough of that. I saw this, this whole thought of, retro gaming, but I was so glad that I got me okay, I'm going to check one more thing. I want to see how much is. I need unit 13. I think I have it digitally, but I'm having issues getting to my store. I think is the store closed on the PS Vita? Can you still buy games on PS Vita? I think I can't. So I might have to just buy the actual game. I need this. Let's see what we dealing with. What we dealing with? $32? What? That's a lot, man. $17.99, maybe. Let's say, all right. So I'm not paying $39.99. I don't care if it is in mint condition. Let's give me the cartridge. Look, that's $80. They crazy, man. Special education class sounds like prison. Not gonna lie. Believe it or not, in more situations, they run theirs like prison. I don't run mine like prison. You know what? And to be honest, that's a very powerful statement, because I do absolutely awesome things for my kids. Like I take my kids to Six Flags every year. And other teachers who teach classes like mine, they look at me like I'm like you really take them out in the public. I'm like, yeah, kids were, if, how can I say it? If you're weak, like any kid, like any animal, you know what? They're gonna try to dominate you. But if you strong and you about your business and you mean what you say, the kids that follow you to the ends of the earth. Kids all desire structure. They all want structure. They all want things to. They want to know what's going on next. They want to feel safe. And if you can provide that and you can earn their trust, man, these kids, no matter what, they can be the worst kids ever, but they will ride for you. And my kids, man, my kids in my classroom, they love my classroom. Kids, they get to my classroom, they don't want to leave because of the things we do outside of education to thoroughly educate them about life. Let's see. I am willing to bet anything Breath of the Wild 2 won't come out in 2022. Look at how long it took the first. Okay, the difference is between the first one and this one is that the first one was a brand new thing. Everything was being freshly created. But this next one has an engine that they're still using the same engine from the last one. They just made improvements. That's the reason why I believe that's this year. That's this year. It's about keeping momentum, and I best believe if a new Switch is not coming this year, which I strongly believe it doesn't, Breath of the Wild 2 will be that Christmas game, unless it's the Mario. The only way it skips if that they're firm on a new Mario coming this year, which would be smart. I ain't gonna lie. If they can get a Mario out here, let that Mario be the Christmas game, and then come back next year with Breath of the Wild in 2023, I don't think no one would complain. But they need a real good game this year, and it's got to be a November game. It can't be an October game because Metroid came and then Metroid started to fade out. Even though I think Metroid was going to do well overall, and it's a great game, it just wasn't a game that's going to carry the holiday. But a Mario with a Mario movie would carry the holiday with no problem. None, zero. And if you add that with a new Switch Lite, oh, buddy, that's how they get it. That's how they get it. You get a new Mario. You get a new Mario. You have a Mario Switch OLED with the Mario game around the time the Mario movie come out. This is like a week or two, like late November. I think the Mario movie comes out in December. If they do that, oh, buddy, home run. I mean, out of here. So your theory is not far from. I wouldn't dare say that you're definitely wrong, but I think that only happens if there is a Mario game. If there's no Mario game, Breath of the Wild 2 is the Christmas title, and it's this year. They got to keep momentum. They got to keep momentum, especially with PS5 starting to rear their head. Like they starting to not. Them games are starting to come out. Cause they got quite a few this year. You know, certain Xbox games will start. You know what? That the attention from Nintendo's was going to start to fade, especially with Steam Deck, Analog Pocket. You know, what other new system that might come out this year? Nintendo is about keeping momentum, and that's the way you keep it. If they announce it with a Mario and a Switch Lite OLED together, dangerous. I agree. God bless my son. Sam is in a special ed program, and every teacher / specialist who has helped him since he started in preschool has my love and respect. Yeah, I mean, you have to work in this kind of program and to treat these kids. You got to have a love for people. To me, to be honest, you got to have a love for Christ. You got to love who you are and how you serve others. And once that happens, and once them kids understand and build trust, they like any other kids, they just, you know what? They need someone to bring some normality to their situation. They need to feel protected. They need to feel like, hey, you know what? They have the ability to learn and that their teacher has their back. And once that is settled, once you get out of that, them kids is the best kid. I'm so glad I chose special ed. So glad, man. Twitter title. That is where the diss track comes into play. Is what's going to be that second deck. Vic says had brothers in special ed classes. They had better teachers than I did. And listen, man, that is so ironic you say that, man. I get kids to come to my class. I'm in a pretty nice size high school. It's probably maybe like 1,200 students, and I get kids that come to my classroom, man, who don't know me, don't know what I teach, man. And the first thing they say to me, man, how do I get into this class? I was like, I'd be sitting there shocked, like, man, nah, you really don't want to be in here. They're like, no, man, how do I get in this class? They said, it seemed like y'all have so much fun. And we do, man. Listen, I teach kids, man, that typically they'll come straight out of a youth detention center, and then they'll come right to me. But you know what? I have a rule in my class, and this is many of the rules I have, but I have this thing called enter the ring. I allow jokes to be told and cracked on in my classroom, but the key is you can't crack a joke on someone unless someone enters the ring. So if someone comes in and cracks a joke on you, then it's all said and done. They can even crack a joke on me, but they got to understand once they enter the ring with me, it's like entering the ring with Mike Tyson, because I'm going to crack jokes and I'm going to embarrass you. And I tell them something, I'm going to embarrass you. You better leave me alone. You know, I had one kid who cracked a joke on me, and I said, all right, I'm going to get you back, or I ain't going to say nothing about it. Now, I DJ, and so I'm DJing the pep rally. You know, can Coach Reed, they always say, Coach Reed, can you come and play some music? So I go and I play my music for the pep rally, and so this kid who cracked a joke on me was in the stand, right? So he's a nice looking kid, but he got this like extra tooth. It's like right here. It's like a extra shark fang. And so we call him Shark Boy and Lava Girl. And so I got the mic. Like I'm at the mic. I said, "Oh, you know," I said, "Hey, everybody, check out this next song is dedicated to my boy Peyton Bell." And you know what I played? I played the shark theme. And you know what? He ain't cracking no more jokes ever again. But you know what? That kid loves me to death to this day. Quake311 says, "I will get Splatoon 3 at launch. I seriously doubt the sequel to Breath of the Wild 2 is coming this year. Zelda / delays and buffalo chicken blue cheese go hand in hand." Oh man, I'm telling you, listen. Okay, so this is my question to you and Vic. If Zelda is delayed, what is the Christmas game? That's all I'm gonna say. What is the Christmas game? And the only way this happened is it better be a Mario game that is ready to go, that's been sitting behind there. And you know what? They couldn't get away with Metroid. No, I would say Metroid Prime remake could also fit into that circle, but I don't think so either. I think it's got to be Mario. It has to be Mario. Can't be nothing else. That's the only reason if Breath of the Wild 2 gets delayed. That is my opinion. Fi says, honestly, I'm not too familiar with special education. I don't think we have them in my country. Fi, what country are you from? Or at least are not very widely available. Okay. Well, what country are you from, Fi? That's a good question. Shout out to Fi. Wherever you from, you got to be good people, because I love the vibe that you bring to the channel. So please keep coming back. Grit said, "Kid ain't even gonna have to act up in class for gaming dad to take it." No, they not. They don't, because you know what? Like, my class is set up where, they know what is expected and what is to be done before the end of the week. And if they get their things done before the end of the week, I allow them to come. I let them bring their games in. If the assignments and because I do testing on Fridays, and so if they have completed everything and you can get everything done on a Friday before 12, you know, the rest of the day, man, I let them kind of just chill. You know, you watching movies or, but you know, throughout the week, you know, it's all hands on deck. It's like we get work in. You know, them kids, they work, and so by the end of the week, I give them a break. And the kids, you know, believe it or not, more teachers should recognize that kids sometimes need breaks. Their brain needs to detach from, you know, saying doing this work or getting this done. They need to detach and, you know, just have some real conversations or do some things that they typically wouldn't have an opportunity to do at home. So let's see. I can't wait for the sequel to Breath of the Wild. I can't either, because Breath of the Wild, the first one, man, was like, it's once again, it's one of them games that was such an experience. When you first started playing it, it was like, man, this is dope. You know what? You haven't seen it. I haven't said that a lot about a lot of games. Just like, you know, to catch you at all. Like, oh man, this is such a good game. And you know, that's how I felt. Like this is such a good game. Well done, Nintendo. And that's how I felt. You know, I felt like that with the Dreamcast. I felt like the Dreamcast was another system that, I don't know what happened, but man, I think piracy killed the Dreamcast. Because Dreamcast was a great system. Don't sleep on the Dreamcast. It's a great system. I wonder how much the Dreamcast is. How much you can find that too online. You know, you can tell I'm not on eBay that much, but when I am on eBay, I was like, man, I might pay $17.99 for Unit 13, but that's about it. But I think I can find that cheaper. This is what we're looking at. Dreamcast. All right, let's see what we got. You gotta be hard though when you buy system. Oh, see, Dreamcast, that's a reasonable price right there. $70. $70 is not bad. Fi says, or at least it's more used to describe education for a neurodeviant kid over. Yeah, the language is probably different, but it's pretty much the same thing. Yep. kid that just needs extra love and affection. But you know what? It's funny sometimes when kids come in, man, they be like, they be ready to fight anything. And I just let them know, like, man, I'm not your enemy. Like, man, I like you. They be like, what? Like me? SOCOM was awesome on the PSP. Yes, it was awesome on the PSP, and the PS3 were good as well. Yes, SOCOM, man, that was my jam, man. SOCOM, man, it was just a different experience, man. It was just different. I have found memories of SOCOM. It and Killzone were what got my dad into gaming. I bet you SOCOM did for sure. And he used them to get his co-workers into games. Gotta look at the spreading the virus. I'm sorry, calling you COVID game. You COVID games. We had the parties at fire stations. Oh man, listen, I can only imagine. So your dad's a fireman. That's dope, man. I salute firemen, man. I got a good friend who's a fireman, man, in Detroit, and he's such a good guy, man. So I got my white PSP Gold back in 2015 for $80, brand new. Inflation is so bad, they got people out here paying almost $200 for a used PSP Gold. Yeah, you know, okay, this is a good question, Grilla Taxi. Can you still access the store? Like, can you get on your PSP Go and access your games that you bought on the store? I need to know that, because if that's true, that I got games I bought on my PSP digitally that I would love to have access to if I can get to them. I need to find that out once I replace the screen. My screen came in last week. I just got to get it done. Vic says, stop giving Nintendo ideas. They ain't going to pay you when they steal it. Shout out to Vic, man. Listen. That's funny. You right. They sure ain't going to pay me. Ain't going to think twice about me. Hey, Nintendo. I just want to be a part of your ambassadors program. Play some games for you. Get it out to your people, man. I love y'all stuff. Hook your boy up. Me and Nintendo dads. Let's go. All right. That was funny, Vic. Imagine Joy-Con drift on that PSP Go side switch. Right. Fire, what country you from? I'm really curious. Sir Dan, dude, what's going on, my guy? Did you get your statue, man? I know if it hasn't come, it'll be there by time next week come around there. I forgot what day. I thought it was today was the day they said it would be delivered. You too. As a matter of fact, yours should have came today as also, Vic. Please, you guys, let me know when they get delivered. I have the tracking numbers of this in my card on. It's cold right now. I can't go out and get it. You got to put Resistance in the mix for good Oh yeah, it's Resistance on the Vita was good too, man. Oh man, Resistance on the Vita was super good, man. Oh man, handheld gaming. I'm telling you, man, handheld gaming was like some of my favorite experiences, man. Even going way back to the original Game Boy. I never had a Game Boy Pocket. I had a Game Boy, and then I had a Game Boy Color, and then I just kind of rocked with the Color. I didn't upgrade until there was a Game Boy Advance, and love the Game Boy Advance. I got a picture of my son. I remember I bought him his first Game Boy Advance, and he loved that thing. And then when the DS Lite came out, buddy, not the original, even though I had the original DS, but that thing went back to the store as soon as the light dropped. That light dropped, I was like, up, buddy, you can have this one here. If says, yeah, it's a nice way to get PS1 titles on the PSP. Grizz said you can put games on your PSP via the PS3 and the PS3 PlayStation Store. That's right. That is right. Oh my goodness. That is right. Listen, I might look back at this list. I might have to check that out. That's right. I forgot all about that. Siphon Filter. Check out Browser YT, man. Dog, man, I salute you. Siphon Filter on the PSP may have to find that game. Yeah, Siphon Filter, man. Siphon Filter was the game. Oh man, you right. Let's look at we gotta find that real quick. Let's look at that. I know gaming. We talking about games to find. I'm typing with one hand, so help me out. Siphon filter one PSP. No, we need PSP. There it is. Dark mirror PSP. Let's go. What? Check it out, man. $7.49. Hold on, man. Hold on. It's $7.46. I'm picking this up. I ain't gonna lie to you. I am picking this up. Listen. I'll wait till the stream is over, but I'm definitely picking that up. Oh, that is dope. Man, that game was so good, man. Oh man, listen. So it's on eBay, Bazda YT. So you want to order that bad boy, go pick it up. But hold on, let me listen. I'm gonna call you US because I want to tell your name up. But thank you for the comment. You are absolutely correct. He says most of the times kids lack structure at home. You know what? 99% of the kids that we get in there, well, I'm gonna say 90%. 90% of the kids that I get in my classroom do like structure at home. But sometimes, man, you get kids who have structure at home who just have issues like severe ADHD. You know what? They have it so bad that they just can't stay still, and and then their actions becomes a nuisance within the classroom. So it makes it tough for that kid. So you got to create an environment where that ADHD can thrive, and also be something that you can that can be managed. And once the kid understands that you can teach them certain skills to help them combat that ADHD and not let that ADHD just flat out control them, then you got a great kid. But hold on, let me get you on the board, US. I'm going to call you US because I'll say your name wrong for sure. I tear up names, man. But you know what, man? By you chiming in tonight, man, you have definitely entered your opportunity to win a $10 eShop card at the end of this stream. We got 23 people on the wheel. Let me show you the wheel real quick. I'll come back to the screen. Yeah. So this is our wheel right here. Right now, I just entered you in, and we had 23 people. And so as the wheel spin at the end of the night, we'll pick us a winner and you'll get yourself a free $10 eShop card. Just make sure you follow your boy. My stuff is at the bottom. You see that wheel that's scrolling down at the bottom? But to retrieve your code if you want tonight, you have to follow me on Instagram or on Twitter and send me a message. All you do is say, hey, give me that, what's my money? And then I'll get it to you. All right, let's get back. On my screen overlay. There it is. Boom. Said, man, you sound like a great teacher. Many can teach, but few can prepare kids for life and inspire them. Agreed. And to me, in my classroom, it's convincing kids, like for instance, for mathematics, a lot of my kids are typically, I would get kids that come up to the high school level who are maybe doing math on a third grade level, if that. I have a kid in my classroom right now who cannot do two-digit math. They can't, add or subtract two digits. They can't carry that whole process is not, this wasn't taught to them because there was such a behavioral problem when they was younger that no one focused in on his education, and no one was smart enough to understand that, hey, if you saw the education piece, you probably saw the behavior piece. People not that smart. But so the biggest thing is that, you got to just empower them and meet them where they're at. So, this kid got to use a calculator, but you got to understand, you got to convince them the reason why you do mathematics is not for mathematics, it's for deductive reasoning, it's for problem solving. It's not about algebra or geometry. It's about, teaching you these concepts to be able to problem solve and think, and which is a lot of our kids, they're so dumbed down and they're so consumed with music, or they're so consumed with, at the easy way out, that they don't have the ability sometimes to work hard to be successful. And so you got to teach them that. You got to put them in positions. When I take my kids out to I take them on college tours and everything. And so when I take them out to college tours, and then people, they'll ask me, saying, why are you taking those kids on a college tour, like they're gonna have like they're gonna go to college. I've had that question posed to me, and so without smacking the piss out this dude, I had to just calm myself down and say, you know what? I said, you can't expect a kid with behavior problems to aspire to go to college if they had never seen it. If college seems so far away in the distance that it's something that is not achievable, you got to put them in positions so they can see it and achieve it. So I love taking them on college tours because their eyes get open to a whole new experience. And before you know it, by the time they come back, they say, man, I got to get to college. It's like, yeah, you do. And you got to help them figure that out. How do I get there? And you know what? You try your best to help them get to that point where, they might not make it to a Georgia State or University of Georgia, but they might make it to a technical college, or they might make it to a community college. You know what? They might learn a trade. You know what? I got to give them the skills to be able to survive in this world. A lot of times teachers will sit back and, if they don't get it, they don't care. That's not what you teach. So great statement. That's very true. Thank you, Fi. All right. It says, can I play my digital PS3 games on my PSP? I don't think so. No, I don't. I remember that I needed my PlayStation 3 to be able to connect to my PSP Go to make those things happen. But I know for sure you couldn't play your PS3 games. If you could, that would be like, I would tell you to go buy your PSP Go right now. Amidst the confusions of the teenage years, it can make everything seem less structured. It can be hard. Yeah, but I would tell you, kids that I get in my classroom, it's like, you're like, man, why do they act this way? But it's when you meet the parents. It's like that. That's the aha moment. You're like, I understand now. Because you meet the parents and you be like, all right. Because sometimes you meet parents who who don't know how to raise teenagers, and and raising teenagers, like I said before, is hard. If you don't have a good structure in place, if I got a kid in my classroom, who don't eat until they get to my classroom. So like over the weekends, I got to make sure that he gets something I send home with him, so he can eat. Like the breaks, I worry about him the most because I know that joker don't eat. When he get to my class, he smashing all the food he can, and I'm making sure I send food home with him. Like if I can send him like a sandwich or some Pop-Tarts or something, I make sure that he leaves with something, and I make sure that nobody else know. The kids nowadays, they've been there long enough. They know, but they know not to say not a word, because they say one thing wrong to him, that I go all the way in, and they don't want that. I used to be in special ed back when I was in high school from 5th to 7th grade. Yeah, I mean, sometimes listen, like my kids have special ed. My two youngest sons they have special ed services for speech, because hey, they dad. I was in special ed. I had speech, and my kids are not behavioral, but I'm glad they are in special ed, because certain things, my kids get help with that typically they wouldn't get that help if they wasn't in special ed, which is stupid, but I mean, that's what it is. As long as you don't bite off any ears, it's fair play on the ring. No, you can buy PSP games on the PS3 and put them on the PSP, but connecting it to your PSP. Yep, okay, yep. That's how I used to do the PSP Go. So that's the reason why I'm really considering getting a PSP Go again. I'm thinking about it. But I got a Vita now, so I don't know. I said the PlayStation Store is officially shut down the PSP. Okay, so maybe you answered this question already. So maybe can I go to my? Can I use the? So how do I retrieve games? How do I retrieve games on my Vita? No. How would I retrieve games from my PSP? See, I guess the question I'm trying to look for is that if I still have a PSP, how do I get my games off the digital store? Do I still have access to them games, or is them games just like this? Like, well, good luck. So I'm looking to teach the young about life in the real world. Um, you know what? I think that the key is to be honest with them. I'm brutally honest with them. And you just sometimes you gotta be you know what? Build the if you're in a situation, build the trust first. Build trust. You know, let kids. You know, kids know that. I tell my kids every day, like, listen, I want you to be more successful than me. I want you to do more. I want you to do bigger and greater things than me. And you know, you got to pump that life into them kids. The power of the tongue has two functions: to bring life and bring death. And you just got to continue to bring life. So I'm excited for gaming once again, and yes, Stadia as well. um, so what about a 3D DK game as the holiday title? I don't think that's going to happen because I think that DK game is going to come in simultaneously with the DK park that they are currently building over in Universal. I don't think I think that's going to come in close to right now. I think that's going to be a Christmas title, but I think a 3D Donkey Kong game would work if they decided to release it early and didn't care nothing about their park they're building in Universal. It would be a legit Christmas title, and that right there would sell very well. Donkey Kong is still a well beloved character, and with the right marketing, could sell well. It would depend. You know what? A Donkey Kong game would work if the main plot of the story in the movie somehow centered around Donkey Kong. Then it would work. Then it would work. So I ain't even say nothing, TMG. uh, so I am from Nicaragua. Oh, that's awesome! Shout out to Five, man. It's a small country, but it could be cozy. Oh, all right, good. Listen, I love that. I love the fact that I meet people from all over the world that love games. That's the dope part of it. It's like, you know what? Yeah, I'm over here in the U.S., but you way over there. But we communicating right now, and we'd have never been able to communicate without this particular platform. So I just love that. So shout out to you and where you at. That's great. CMG says $70 for nostalgia like Dreamcast. I would pay $70 for a Dreamcast. I had a Japanese Dreamcast and done the disc swap to play all regions. Oh, that's dope too. Let me specifically let me specify more. Excuse me. Here, special ed is special for kids with autism and dyslexia. Okay, so I get kids in my classroom who are autism, but they are on the more of the aggressive side. So you can be autistic, but you can still be a nice kid. But you know, sometimes you'll get kids who are autistic, who are aggressive, who are violent. I get those autistic kids or kids who have Asperger's. And Asperger's is a form of autism. And you know, people with Asperger's, they tend to function pretty normally, pretty well, but sometimes they will black out. And they will black out, and then it's like you're not getting them back. I had a kid who had Asperger's, and he just destroyed this science lab. And this kid was a big kid, he was like 6'4", maybe 300 pounds, and I ain't that big. I mean, I'm like 5'8", you know, 220 pounds, and so I had to get this kid. You know, I was strong enough to get the kid out the door, but this kid, I mean, he had blacked out, and he had picked up this trash can, and he like threw it through this teacher's window. It was crazy, but he got arrested. But I'll get them kind of kids. So there are special schools with different education methods, and they are usually free. Yeah, see, here in America, they've passed certain laws where they have to kind of include kids, even with autism and autistic and who are special ed, into regular schools. They have a separate school that's it's illegal here in America now. But it used to be like that. When I first started special ed, I started at a school that was strictly behavioral school. No, you can't access the store on PSP for the time being. You can buy them on PS3. Then connect your PSP. Okay, so the PS3 store is still active. So that's great. That's great information to know. Thanks, Grid Tactics Man. Thank you so much for that. That's great information to know. Because I might be tempted to get a PSP Go. Just might be tempted. Sardan dude, it hasn't come yet. I think. I must be way back in the chat because I remember asking that a long time ago. I think it might get up really quick and check the mail. Okay, but I definitely sent it. It's in a white packaging. Vic says, just turned on my PSP to see how can I play PS3 games on it. Already having a hard time connecting to the internet. Old tech is starting to feeling like solving a Rubik's Cube. Yeah. FS Alpha, what's going on, man? Man, how your mama doing, buddy? Tell your mama I said, what up, though? You playing this is a picture of you playing basketball. You playing basketball, FS Alpha? You any good? Let me get you on this board, though. Say, fun fact, Siphon Filter was made by the same team that made Bugsy 3D. Sure was. Sure was. That was that. Look at you. Look at you. Little bundle of knowledge. I hope that serves as an inspiration to you all. Absolutely. That kid who can't do math sounds a lot like me. Fun fact, I dropped out of high school. I was just bored with school. Then I went back and graduated college. College was fun. Look at you. You know what? Let me give you a fun fact. Fun fact, your boy, when I was 15, I tell this story. I've told it before. So don't feel sad for me. Don't do that. I'm okay. It was to believe that was a blessing. My mother committed suicide when I was 15, and I blew a whole year of high school. I pretty much I was done. I was done. But luckily I had an older brother who went to the University of Michigan, and I wasn't going to school, I wasn't doing nothing. And he came and said, look, man, you ain't doing nothing. You can come stay with me for a week. So for a week, I stayed at the University of Michigan and stayed on their college campus. And it was probably the thing that transformed my whole life. I thank him to this day because that was the reason that I'll say, listen, I got to go to school. That was it right there. I was like, I got to go to college because I had such a great time. And growing up in Detroit, and if you've ever been in Detroit is a predominantly all black city. I mean, you might have some sprinkles of white everywhere, but it's predominantly, strictly black until you get to your downtown or some of your suburb areas. But being in that environment, and growing up, all you see is black, and then you go off to school and you see, that you're the only person around. It could be daunting. But watching my brother navigate his way through college and watch him navigate himself that week and being around other black people that was not about, stealing or killing or smoking weed or doing something stupid, and they was all positive and they were all about being successful. It inspired me, man. This took me to my mind to a whole different level. That's why I always believe that you must show kids what you want them to be. You can't just talk about it. You got to show them. They got to be able to touch it and see that it's real. And once they do that, then they can be inspired. Then they can grow. Then they can be motivated to be successful. But until then, it's going to be tough. And college was fun. I had a ball at college. I'm just starting college, actually. It's scary, but it's fun so far. Yes, Scott, you will have a great time. Yes. It's gonna be tough at first because you're getting your bearings about yourself, but probably about your second or third year, you'll be good. Guerrilla Tactics with some more news. It's all your digital games are tied to your PlayStation account. On PS3, at least all of your digital purchases are shown in the store. That's PS1, 2, 3 PSP games. That sounds so wonderful. Yeah, see, listen. My PS3 is right here in front of me. I'm cutting that bad boy on probably tomorrow because it's getting late. My brother got to go to school tomorrow. I don't know if this is about it or not, but I'll take it. Curry rental. You got this. I hope I do got it. Thanks. I appreciate you. I said, you know that if that means we can get a Seth Rogen voicing Decon on the holiday title, we could have a potential game of the year right there. Oh man, I think it was way better to have all kids on regular schools. Separating kids like that can be hard for both sides. Absolutely, absolutely. Oh no, please no Seth Rogen. Although I'll take that as long as we don't even have Chris Pratt in our Mario video games. I don't know. Listen, it's one of them wait and see things on Chris Pratt. I gotta wait and see. Uh, Education is power, man. It is the key, man. You know what? People fail for the lack of knowledge. You know what? They when they don't have. I see a paradigm shift in education that is very daunting for new parents. That's why I encourage new parents to read and teach as much as you can to your children, because you're going to find out that a lot of the skills your kids should be getting, they're not getting on the school education level. And I see it, and I see it every day, and I see this change where they're, especially here in America, that they are trying to dumb you down so you won't be strong enough to challenge the status quo. They want to be able to dumb you down and be able to control and manipulate you and push you in certain directions because you're not going to be smart enough to be able to see past the veil of darkness which being flown in front of you. And so I always encourage people, man, teach your children about finances, about wealth early in life. If you're parents, if you're not investing for your children, you're doing something definitely detrimental to your family. Yeah. It said, show, don't tell. That's right. So I get tomorrow off of school because of staff shortages. Oh man, listen, I'm hoping I get that email in the morning. Like, you know what, we still got enough staff. No school today. I'll be like, you know what, that's a shame. I would love this the day off because I work so much, but I would take it. I hope the new rumored DK game has Seth Rogen. I do not. I would pass on that. That's your holiday title right there. Ho ho ho. Oh, that's crazy. The things about education is that it standardizes. It's standardized. Some kids learn on doing things. Some learn on being read to. I learned right. Agreed. I learned by experiencing the world, than having the freedom in college. Yeah, I believe that. You know what? Kids need a mixture of both. Kids need to be able to, um, learn from being read to, but also they need to learn from doing. You know what? Those experiences last a life. That if you want a kid to really master something, have them do it. You know what? Like having kids on the computer. Like my kids, they teachers, they have them on this program called IXL, and it's a pretty good program. However, it's a program. So you know what? It's a one button click thing. You know what? My bad. Hold on, my mic is tripping. I gotta make sure I get it around there because I gotta shorten this cord. All right, my bad. So you must you got to give them opportunities to do both, and kids who have opportunity to do things are the kids that can really master certain things in life, and they'll feel comfortable going forward. But teachers got to be willing to adapt to those teaching styles and have a diverse set of tools in their teaching box to be able to help these kids. Can't wait for Super Mario 3D All Stars Special Edition. We're getting a Chris. Man, listen, I wouldn't think I was gonna get to all the questions, but I got them all. This last one here, Philip says, that sounds like an absolute nightmare. I do love some Jet Black though. Man, you gotta give him some love. All right, let's see. I'm gonna go through some of these other stories real quick. I know there's some other ones I picked up that we supposed to get through. But I'll get through them real quick for us. Let's see, save stories. We talked about the Venture B. I saw this earlier today, and I'll say, hey man, AEW getting a wrestling game. I see these screenshots. Oh no, I'm not even on the right page. Look at, I'm on the wrong page. Sorry, good people. I switched over here already. Let me get this out of here. I was sold on the movie when I saw Jabba's name was Jet Black. Yeah, listen, I think the movie's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be surprisingly good. But real quick, I'm gonna get to some of these news stories. Action Arcade Wrestling makes an in-ring debut this February. And this is AEE Wrestling, and I think this is gonna be good. I just want to see. I got to see some more of it. So once again, another game that's gonna take away some money in February is dropping real soon. And I think from the screenshots, I think it's some more screen. I'm gonna get out of here. Some more screenshots. Let me see if I can get to the full story. Oh, okay. You know what? Let me see if I can play this video. It might be small on your screen, but let's look at it real quick. Okay. I probably need to cut this volume down. I'm gonna mute it because I don't want to get flagged. But dog, look, are y'all watching this here? Oh my goodness. Are y'all watching this? This is AAW Wrestling. Man, I am this. Listen, this is a day one pickup for me. This is a day one pickup. This is coming to the Switch, and if I'm correct, it's coming to the Switch like next month. This is a day one buy, hands down. I definitely Action Arcade Wrestling. Oh man, that was sick. That was dope. I didn't know they had a video. I just thought it's like, screenshots. Okay. That's a pickup for me, man. Hands down. Oh man, I need to make sure that I put that into the mental Rolodex. Right. I love Royal Rumble on the NES. Man, listen, great games, man. Said Fire Pro Wrestling should come out to the Switch. I gotta check that one out too. I heard somebody else talk about that too. All right, next story. It says Hori wants to release a retro game controller that can be used to play Hamster Arcade arcade games, arcade series, or whatever. Okay, if that controller has some weight to it, it'd be worth it. But if it's super light, it's not gonna be worth it. It's like, super light controllers like big like that, they come too flimsy. But I just wanted to show you the controller. I thought it looked good. It says the 31st of this month, according to this. So be on the lookout for that, especially if you want yourself a game controller. I don't know. Look a little kiddish, but never know. Could be sweet. Hori hasn't dropped the ball yet on good controllers. Hey, quick non-gaming news, non-gaming story. Hey, Netflix is raising its prices again. It's going up another $2, man. They just nickel and dime. Before you know it, this thing gonna be $30. And you know what? I'm gonna give it to about $25, and I'll be like, man, it got to go. Right, it's going on my wish list immediately. I missed the old N64 wrestling games and the SmackDown versus Raw series. Yes, man, that game looked phenomenal. That game looked like, okay, I'm ready to play like right now. Yeah, so you're right. I'm with you on that one, Kayla. I was going into on my little playlist real quick. Valve Steam Deck's looking to hit current ship dates. I see this. This was, to me, this was the good news today. I said good news that the first batch of what I don't want to close ad. Let me switch this back. All right, so it says Steam community site gives the good news that the first batch of handheld PC will ship in late February. And that's great. I mean, to me, at the standpoint, I just want them to be on time. I don't want any more delays. I'll be happier when they say, everybody that was in that first Q1, they'll all get theirs, on time. So that means the next 2 rounds, have a good chance of getting everything taken care of. KD has not came yet. Okay. I will send you the code, the shipping, the tracking number tomorrow. It's in my car. I put it above my headrest. SmackDown versus Raw 2008 was the best one in my opinion. Yes, man. Ooh, so good, man. But that game looks dead. But that game right there looks good, man. So how much is it now? I don't have Netflix, so I thought it was cheaper. It kind of depends. Let me go back to the story. I'll go back to it real quick. Netflix has a basic plan that costs $9.99 a month, and so I got the premium because I got other. Once again, you paying for all the kids and the family, but yeah, that's crazy. I'll go back to the story here. So is besides, I know for sure Gorilla Tactics and Caleb is getting one. Is anybody else getting I think Benj is getting one too. Is getting a Steam Deck. So good news from that standpoint. If you plan on getting one, you should be excited. Now this was a good question. I kind of wanted to explore, but time is getting kind of late. It says a Wii expansion for Nintendo Switch Online would make sense. It would make sense because I've always said this is perfect sense if they can emulate it correctly. But I think with a Wii console, it wouldn't be free. They would have to. It would add they'll probably add money to that. But if they didn't, if they say, hey, we're just gonna give you the Wii, that would be crucial. But I doubt it. I really doubt this happened. I saw the story and I say, yeah, it would make sense, but it would make sense because financially they can make so much more money redoing some of these games that was for the Wii and bringing those out to modern consoles. Like I said before in the earlier part, we talked about games that should be on the Switch, and Wii Sports Resorts should be on the Switch, but they can sell that. They can redo that, add a couple more titles to that, and sell that thing as a full $60 package, and people would buy, hands down. So I love that they use Stardew Valley on the screenshot. Great game if you haven't tried it. I have not tried Stardew Valley, but I used to have a foster son, and so he used to play that bad boy all the time. Chris has said, I am so pumped for the Steam Deck. I can't wait to play games I already play now, but in a horizontal position. Save your back. If you want a good wrestling game on the Switch, look into 3 Bout Count. Neo Geo. Okay. Oh, that's good to know. All right, I will look into that. Then it's like I only got a statue of this basketball player. Where is the craft dinner? Oh man, that's funny. This is a. It would make sense, but Nintendo released Skyward Sword and it was successful. So why would Nintendo go to that route of making a route over remaking a game for? Yeah, they wouldn't do it. Yeah, no, they wouldn't. They absolutely wouldn't do it. They're making too much money right now. I've heard. I've had not heard that one. Add into the wish list. Thanks. Let's see. They can't even emulate Nintendo 64 games correctly, and now we're waiting for them to emulate Wii games. Yeah, see, I agree too. It's like, you know what? It's not going to happen. Yeah, so an interesting concept, but I don't think this, even within this article, I don't think that Nintendo is going to go that direction. Too much money to be made off remaking Wii games, especially another game that that will probably make my list is a sight truck. If you have not played a sight truck on the Wii, you are missing out. If you have a Wii U, man, go find that somewhere, somebody's thrift shop, and repurchase a sight truck. Super good game, super good. If you have Game Pass is bringing some bangers in the next week. All right, so in January, let's see. Oh man, you know what? Okay, so January, I'm taking the first game that stands out for me. If you look at this list here, it's Mass Effect Legendary Edition, console and PC. That's out already. That's on January 6th. Huh. Spelunky 2, January 13th. That's already out there. All right, these other games I don't know about. All right, let's go into games that's leaving Xbox. Kingdom Hearts 3 was probably the first one that comes to my mind, and yeah, that's the one of that list. Is like, oh man, it's like you're not Kingdom Hearts 3. But man, Mass Effect, I can go down on that right now. Boy, listen, I get so busy that going with so many different consoles, it's like it's so hard to keep up with everything. But I gotta power up that PS3 today. That's gotta happen before I go to bed. I probably got all kind of updates. All right, let's go to the next story real quick. All right, so Nintendo, it's a Kirby and the Forgotten Land hits the Switch March 25th. I need to go pre-order that. Let's go ahead and just get it locked down, so I can get them GameStop points. I probably got about. At one point in time, I had over 100,000 of those points. Crazy. That title about bangers was misleading. Yeah, but Mass Effects, to me, to get that free, I'd take that. To me, that's like you're getting 3 great games. On your Xbox Series X, probably great graphics. I'd take that. Said Mass Effect is my favorite franchise. If this version lets me play it on the mobile app, oh right. This is something you tend to forget about it, but you right. If they let me play this on the mobile app, buddy, now you got something. Now I might want to go get one of them little controllers for my But no, I don't get my Xbox One. I don't need no controller. But still, I mean that's something. I'm gonna check that out. When are we going to get to the you talking about the NFL Blitz remaster? We not. You know what? I'll tell you the closest thing we're going to get to that is we're going to get 2K got the NFL license. They can't make simulation football games, but they can make kind of cartoonish that 707. They can make the NFL Blitz type games, and so that's gonna be our closest thing. So I'm hoping we get some word of that this year. Hopefully before E3. CB. Candace said, "Yep, still holding off on the expansion pack. I just want to buy the games and own them, not play badly emulated versions. I have a phone for that." Hey, you're right, man. I cannot disagree with you on that. Exactly what I thought when I saw in Gorilla. Okay. Oh. One game they should bring back is Def Jam Vendetta. Man, listen, Def Jam Vendetta. It's a lot of them games, man. Like Def Jam Vendetta. I'm gonna tell you another game. Like NFL Streets. Man, NFL Streets 3. Man, I played that within a year ago. Not probably a little over a year ago. Cause my son found it at a thrift shop somewhere, and then we ended up playing that bad boy on the Wii. And that's one thing about the Wii. You can play them GameCube games. I love that aspect of it. But man, such a great football game. Fun, super fun. Def Jam Vendetta, boy, that takes me back. Get on there and play as DMX and Luda. Def Jam Fight for the Net was better. Was that? Yeah, I think you might be right too. I think you might be right. Def Jam Fight for New York. Cause that's the one with I think that's the one with DMX. R.I.P. DMX was my guy. All right. I thought I was reading the article. Nintendo Switch, the 10 most exciting indie games releasing in 2022. Sea of Stars look really, really good. I'm so glad I pre-ordered the Company Man, because I was definitely like, after I seen it, I was like, man, this is up my alley. 2D action adventure. That's what I like. That's my jam. And I think that's the 20. What's the day's date? The day's the 18th. I think it comes out the 21st. So in a couple of days. I'm picking up Ali World because this one looks. I was a fan of the original Ali that was on. Matter of fact, I think I own it digitally on my Vita. But I'm definitely picking this one up here because I just like the color and the aesthetics. Ooh, and I like it's gonna be pretty good. Let's see. I keep going. Locomotive looks pretty good. I like those types of games. Games that I can play in small chunks and kind of I don't gotta dig all deep in right away. I think that was it from that list. That I was like, oh, I just gotta play. No. Bear and the Breakfast. I don't. I gotta look at the videos if I see some of these games. But out of this list, them the only ones I really saw from the jump. That I was like, I definitely gonna have. Sea of Stars looks really, really good. Really, really promising. All right. It says the only sports game I've played beyond the Mario ones was NBA Jam. Love it. NBA Jam, one of my favorites. Speaking of Mario sport games, which one are your favorites? Mario Strikers is probably my favorite Mario sport game. I probably had the most fun with Mario Strikers. Mario Tennis was pretty good, but Mario Strikers, man, was just a different beast. Different beast. I had such a good time playing with my son and my nephews. Such a good time. They'll have to remake it with current rappers. Then it'll be terrible. Just check the GamePass app. The only Mass Effect that is cloud competitor is Andromeda. Legendary is only PC and console. Boo. This is that time Kanye West, Lil Wayne. Yeah, right. And Nas X. Crazy. All right. Let's go. Let's head to the next story. Man, oh, listen. Okay, this is a very good comment. It says, love how Silksong is still not on the list. That's another game that never's gonna release. I hate to say it, but man, this game should have been. This game to me, I mean, they did a they did a full blown article. I mean, a lot of that game looks done. That game has to come out this year. But it's another game that's like, you know, because Hollow Knight was so good. So, listen, I hope you're wrong on this one, Fi. But man, Hollow Knight was my jam. All right, let's see. 116 billion was spent on mobile games in 2021. Golly. You see why so many gaming companies, and why Nintendo won't let mobile go, because so much money is in that space. Oh man. Does anybody play Mario Kart Mobile? Or Mario Kart Tour? That's a good question. I do not. I absolutely do not. It says Chicken Wiggle has entered the chat. You're forgetting that a million SoundCloud rappers are the best part of the roster. It was a gut punch for sure. I guess I'll have to wait for the Steam Deck to be able to play Mass Effect on the go. That was. Maybe it come out in due time. He says, I'm so sorry, Richard. Oh man, that's right. The SoundCloud rappers is sure is a boy. 10 years of DLC. That's funny. That's funny. That would be an absolutely terrible game. I wouldn't want to play with any of those idiots. I'm sorry. This new rap, man, I can't do it. But 116 billion. That's a lot of money to be spent on mobile. What is the problem? What is wrong with mobile? I'll tell you, my issue with mobile is like, until they solve the touch control thing, I'm like, man, and I don't want to have to get my phone. I don't like using my phone, but to do phone things like look up, watch videos, take pictures, but playing games, I just don't get it. Just no. It's like give me a gaming console. I don't want a phone to play games. Okay, how good it is. Unless it's like, Pokemon Go was different. I walk around and do Pokemon Go, but that's it. Yeah, that's it. All right. Talk about Kirby. I think it's the 30th anniversary. Look at that. It's Kirby 30th anniversary, and they may be plans to celebrate. I don't know. This is Nintendo we talking about. So, I don't foresee them doing anything spectacular besides having a game. All right. The other stories, I'm trying to think. Switch Online NES controllers are nearly 50% off right now. If you are trying to, get that, that old thing back, I think you can get it for like $34. I think it might be $30, $35. So you can get the 2-pack of controllers for $35 until February 2nd. There's newer, being a better time. It's never been a better time picking up the pack of iconic game pads. I have a pair. They sit in the box. It's like, man, I'm like taking them out. All right, good people, listen. We done it's not a whole lot of news, nothing spectacular. I can go with a bunch of little stuff, but let's get into the giveaway. It's 12:20. We've been on this a long time. I haven't streamed this long in a long time, and I'm usually done about 2 hours and a half. So to go over a whole hour, we had some great conversations, and I applaud you guys for sticking around. But it's that time. It is the giveaway time. That's right. If your name gets picked first before the last one it's a. That's right. You hear the sweet sounds of Peter Griffin, but also your name. You might hear this, the famous sound of the loser sound from The Price is Right. And without any further ado, let's get into the getting. Who's the first one to catch the flex tonight? So you can hear my boy Peter Griffin give you that sweet, you're out of here. Dang, Vic, already? I won't do that to you, Vic. But Vic is out of here, ladies and gentlemen. He's our first, I won't call loser tonight, but he's the first one off the board tonight. Shout out to Vic. But his wife is on the board, so she might get the dub. Let's see. So I don't think mobile gaming is particularly bad. It can be fun for short bursts, arcade-wide experiences, but the gritty mobilization just kills part of the appeal for me. Yeah. What kills games in general is the pay for play, it's the microtransactions. It is like when I see games like that, I just like nope, I'm not buying. Nope, I'm not paying no extra. I just want the game that I paid for. That's it. I could deal with DLC because DLC is giving me something else to add to the game. But I barely like DLC. So, said, Gamer Dad, did you put your name on the board? I remember you mentioning that a couple weeks ago. Oh, that's right. I was supposed to put my name on the board. Oh, that's right. Oh, you know what? Listen, I'll do that next week. You are correct. I did say that. Vic, see ya. Keep it switchy. Oh man, switch up. I love switch up. I love it. I love the content. Love the stuff they do. All right, let's see who's next to catch the flex. Who is next to get up out of here? And our next, it is Quake 311. Peace out, Quake. See you later, man. God bless you and your fam. Hope you have a good week. I can only hope to be as alert and as good at games as she is when I get to that age. You must talk about your mama. Yeah, your mama a G. she got the name of the night. F your blades. That is so funny. Oh yeah, put your name on the board. Only Vic has been eliminated. It's cool. Now listen, Quag is gone off the board too. Now, you know what? Listen, I'll put on that for kicks. GD for kicks. All right. Let's see who was next to catch the flex, and it will be Cool Breezy has bit the dust, ladies and gentlemen. Taking it easy. See you next week, Cool Breezy. Who is next to catch the flex? We got 7 people still watching, ladies and gentlemen. 7 people still watching. And it looks like my brother from the UK, Basil YT. Please give him them sweet sounds.
You lose.
You are out of here, my brother. See you next week. All right, we'll keep it rolling. Who is next to catch the flex? And I think our winner will be Laggy Dude is our winner, ladies and gentlemen.
Psych. Next time.
Oh, it's so funny. So funny. He said, good night, y'all. I can only hope to be okay, I read that already. Quag says, good night, y'all. Shout out to Caleb. Well, yes. Shout out to Caleb. Tonight's true winner. She is the G in G. She's the G in gangster. F your blades. That is so funny, man. Bruh, this is the second time the wheel was going to stop on COG and just kept spinning. He said, where my I know. Listen, I keep forgetting, Basil. I keep forgetting, my brother. I got to get that one. And I got to get No Suit for You. I got to get that one too. All right, keep it going. Who's next to catch the flex? And it's going to be Beige 6410.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You get nothing. You lose.
Good day, sir. Oh, ma'am. All right, good people. We're down to 19 people left on the wheel. And it looks like Guerrilla Tactics, my guy.
You are out of here.
Oh, man. Sorry, Beige. 64 Zoom lane. But hey, listen, come back and hang out with us. You know, we do this every Monday night. And give yourself an opportunity to get in. Do you think what is that company? And it looks like, oh, Joseph couldn't win anyway because he won last week. He came in today. My son came in today. He's so funny. So you know what, Dad, I didn't get my my card from last week. I said, all right, man, I get it to you, man. Get out of there. Go do some chores. So I got to make sure I get it to him today. All right. Your boy gave me that on the board. Oh, my God. That's going to be his new name. Oh, Sugar Shame. Sugar Shame Mosley is off the board.
Out of here.
All right. Hold on. Let me go back and look at some of these comments. Do you think that it has to do with YouTube and Stadia being owned by the same company? He said Google is helping out CMG Google. See this Google censorship. Oh, man, y'all too funny, man. Y'all too funny. We got 16 people out on the board. Let's see who is next. And it looks like, oh, not KP. KP, man, got the money.
You lose.
You are out of here, my brother. Man, thanks for hanging out with us, man. We had a good time, man. Great questions, man. I will always remember F your blades, Karen. Oh, man, every time I think about it, it gets funnier. F your blades, Karen. Oh, man, who is next to catch the flex? And it looks like it's going to be my boy Ruben is out of here. Kara! That's so funny. Ruben is out of here, man. Thanks for hanging out with us, man. Come back and join us next week, man. We had a good time with you today. Absolutely, Caleb. CMG does video promoting Stadia. Google, and he's been in final last 2 weeks. So you got to erase from making fun of Stadia. Oh, man, it's so funny. Let's keep it going. Good people. And SOC look like he is out of here. Let's keep it going and hit it again, and we'll look at some of the responses. Look like, oh, see, look at CMG. Please blow him off the map. CMG is off the map, ladies and gentlemen. He's been blown off. He has lost. Google heard of the conspiracy and got him off here. Gritter Titus says, you know, if Gaming Dad wins, he needs to select Caleb's mom as the winner. That was going to be my choice until CMG got caught. Google to get you out of here. Oh, man. You know what, Caleb, do your mom have a Switch? That's a good question. Oh, not my girl, Fi Diddy.
You lose.
I'm sorry, Fi. I wanted you to win. But have a wonderful night. Thank you for hanging out all the way from Nicaragua. All right. 11 people to go. Let's go. Who is next to catch the flex? And it will be, oh, my man, Tim. Gaming Dads. Wonderful podcast. Go check them out on YouTube. You have not already. Tell them your boy Gaming Dad sent you. And it looks like, oh, Sir Deezy. Taking it easy, but
you lose.
You are out of here, my brother. Sir Dandu has bit the dust. We're down to 9 people, ladies and gentlemen. Look at some of these comments real quick. You need one for CMG. have to say, you have Stadia, you're out of here. Like, oh, you're a Stadia player. You lose. Is to cover up their tracks. Google knows Guerrilla Tactics is onto them. Damn, I guess there's no suit for me. Google's coming up with their track. CMG will win next week. That's very nice. She would appreciate that. She doesn't have a Switch yet, but I'm hoping to get the one this year. All right, that's dope. That's dope. Right. Guerrilla Tactics, man, he's so funny, man. All right, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Who is next? The Catch the Flex. We got Stevie M, CT, Bench, Kenny the A, Bring Me Joy. But Kenny the A is out of here.
They're black and white, clear as crystal. You get
Nothing.
You
lose. Good day,
day,
sir. All right, going on to the next one. Who is next to Catch the Flex? And look, it's going to be me. It's going to be me or Stevie M. It's going to be Stevie M. Oh, man, Steve M.
You lose.
You lose. Woo, that was close. That was close. CT still on the board, represents the Shy. We'll keep it moving. We'll keep it moving. Who is next to Catch the Flex? And it looks like it's going to be my boy, FS Alpha. You win.
Psych.
Better luck next time. Slugheads.
Oh, man, that's so funny. Psych. All right. Down to our final six. Your boy Gaming Dad made the final six. I didn't jinx myself. I didn't call my name out. But Bring Me Joy Con is out of here.
All there, black and white, clear as crystal. You get nothing. You lose.
Good day, sir. I love that. It's so funny. All right, one more spin, and we're down to our final four. We get to some comments and see who's next. Who's next? It's like it's gonna be me. Oh no, USA.
You are out of here.
It's out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Your boy, final four is in the building. You got CT in the building, representing the Shy. Courtney is in the building. Binge back in the winner circle, and for the first time, your boy Gaming Dad has made it to the final four. But you know how that will. I'm going to pick a winner if I win, and that person will be eligible. Let's look at some comments, ladies and gentlemen. That's so cute. Hope you managed to get one of them. CMG says, "Oh, I'm done." Yeah, man. Listen, that's so funny, man. That's so funny. Thank you. I hope so too. She's got my winnings all year. If I win anything, that is, older people playing games is pretty cool. I gotta support it. Absolutely, absolutely, and especially with somebody with a name that says "F your blades, Karen." Oh, that is the best, man. That is the best. F your blades, Karen. Woo! I'm going to school saying that tomorrow. I mess around and give me a shirt that says F your blades, Karen. And the next one out of the box is CT from the Shy.
You lose.
You're out of here, my brother. Thanks, man, for hanging out with me, man. I know you was only here for a hot second, but I thank you for being here. Let's keep it rolling. Ladies and gentlemen, who is next? Who is next? Will it be Binge? Or will it be, oh, my girl, Courtney? Look like it's going to be Courtney, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, listen, hey, your boy jumped in for the first time, and I'm in the winner circle. Who would have thunk it? What? Gave me Dad for the win. Oh, man, listen, we're going to see. You know what? And where's my, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Drum roll, please. And tonight's winner will be my man Binge. Your boy Gaming Dad is a loser.
You lose.
But your boy takes the W tonight. It is Binge. Binge, if you watched, man, listen, Buddy Binge done won a couple times. Or I think he won already this year. But give Ben, kids, give Ben some praise. You know what? If I would have won tonight, I would have give it to Defy. That was my selection. If I would have won tonight, I would have made sure she got it because she's new to the channel, and she's been absolutely phenomenal. And so I like to reward my people that's here. But hey, good people, it's a chance to win every week. Every week, you know what? Come on out and hang out with us, man. And you know what, man? Another way to help the channel out, man. If you get the opportunity, man, you see one of my videos, man, just share it, or even share the video from tonight. Share it on your social media accounts. You know what? Just let other people know that, hey, man, it's a pretty nice little channel over here. You can come and chill, and you know what? And he promises to try his best to interact with everyone who makes a comment, and it takes us a while to get through, but we get through, and that's a great thing. Good people, man. Listen, I love y'all. Hope y'all have a wonderful week. Basil YT jinxed me. I want to put that out there. So she might have a shot at winning tonight. If Gaming Dad wins, we'll put peer pressure. Congrats, Ben. Everybody give Ben the mad congrats. Benjamin don't need nothing. Benjamin donate your prize. Beige is in the back. Listen, hey, Beige 6410. Listen, come back out and hang out with us, man. We had a good time. That would be absolutely dope. Hey, no problem. I love a good community. I love positive people, man. And y'all have been nothing but positive. And I just want y'all to keep coming back, and we come and having this great experience on at least once a week. You have some great experience, and I have some great conversation talking about games and stuff that we love. Good people. This your boy Gaming Dad. And good fashion. Let me find my little clip so I can get up out of here and go get me a burger before it's too late. I know it's kind of late for me to be eating, but you know, I gotta make it happen. I'm hungry. This is your boy Gaming Dad. Don't forget, every Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm out. Peace. Hold on. I had to come back on the air. I am sorry. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. But Basil YT said something that was so funny that I had to put out there. He said if Guerrilla Tactics win, he should get 1 month free of Stadium Pros. All right. On that note, I'm out of here for real. But that was funny. I'm sorry. I had to jump on and say that. Oh, man. Love y'all, man. Have a good week. Bye-bye.